travel to a faraway jungle to find the source, each having their own reasons. Welcome to the Tomb of Annihilation.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, then welcome back everybody. In our last session, our brave adventurers made their way down the Tiriaki River, bound for Kirsibal, in search of the royal blood. A quick stop to investigate Liara Porter's footprints revealed giants were roaming the jungles. Further down the river, the party disembarked and made their way to infiltrate Firefinger and retrieve Azaka's family mask. You made it up 2/3 of the tower without being discovered, managed to free Nefer, an Arakokra prisoner, who has warned you about the 4 Pterafolk in the cave next door. You have devised a bold and cunning plan, blocking the cave exit and charging in to attack the 4 unsuspecting Pterafolk, surprising them and overcoming them, hopefully silently. The chamber you're standing in now is roughly 15 feet in diameter, with 2 small nooks, north and east. The ceiling is 15 feet high, and a chimney in the southeast corner leads up to the top of the tower. To the west is the cavern with a blazing fire and apparently 4 Pterafolk who regularly torture Nefer. The smoke from the fire is thick, grey and dense, with an acrid taste in your mouth, and it burns your eyes and throat when exposed, and any length of time spent in the smoke causes breathing difficulties. The smoke billows out of the fiery cavern and into the entrance of the cave that you're currently in, where it curls up to the ceiling and gets sucked up the chimney. Azaka, Nefer, Valrus, and Lunan are all exhausted. What is your plan?
Whatever we do, let's do it quick. It's not good to keep inhaling this smoke.
The smoke is currently not touching any of you. On the map where Dusted Coal is standing, it is busy. It rises to the surface of the cavern. It's not thick enough to choke you where you are at the moment, but it's a little bit hazy. But you can definitely see that the vacuum that's being created from the entrance to this cave complex and the chimney, it creates like a funnel system. As the smoke goes out, It gets sucked up through the chimney.
I can also lure them in here, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
I thought the idea was to not let them escape.
Yeah, because the idea is, I mean, they can just stake us out here for eternity. If we try to lure them in here, we can get caught like chickens in a coop in here. Yeah. Do we have to sort of like lock them in here instead?
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Can one of you, and Dustin does a little wave with his paw, do some magic to turn off the smoke? It will probably alert the guys upstairs, but we will probably choke to death if we keep burning whatever it is they're burning in here.
I can probably put out the fire when it's time to start. But it will cost me some... So I don't know if anyone has a possibility to put out fire easier.
Would I be able to put it out with a frostbolt? Is it frostbolt? Hold on, let me double check the name.
Frostbite,
Ray of Frost, even.
Yeah, I mean, you put the fire out on the roof previously at Liara Porter's with 2 frostbolts, so that there is a good chance, the dice will decide, won't they?
You might miss.
That is also true.
Miss me? No. Never.
I'll give you as much time as you need.
I can try to put it out with a Ray of Frost.
How are we gonna stop them from leaving, though?
I'll try to block them at the passage where we snuck by. If you can try to prevent them, if they get past me, then some should still be in the exit out into the open.
Me and you will stand in the exit. What type of weapon do you have? Can I see it?
Dustin holds out his rapier.
I cast magic weapon on it.
Oh.
It now is a +1.
Dusted coal is absent-mindedly distracted by if it's glowing or something. Yeah.
It shines a bit when I cast it.
Ooh, shiny!
What color does it shine?
I think it gets a light blue shimmer, like teal.
Alright. Dusted has got a small half-a-foot light blue ring around him from his weapon. On the character sheet.
And he is definitely moving his sword about a bit, just to see if it leaves behind trails of it.
As the sword
Sort of
passes through some of
easy.
the mist, it slices through the smoke, and you hear like a zoom, zoom, lightsaber sounds.
Well, Dusted is definitely ready to go.
I will try to sneak past and be behind you. It's a concentrate. I need to focus on keeping that one up.
Alright, shall we...
Right on.
Is everybody ready to put their plan into practice?
Yeah.
Alright, why don't we get everybody to roll initiative then?
Mm-hmm.
And let's determine a go order.
That's fine, I guess.
Alright. Let me just roll for Azaka as well. So... Oops. Alright, well she got a 5. So let's add it to the combat tracker. And she rolled a 5. Okay, so it is Vargo first. Vargo, what are you doing?
Alright, I think what I will do will be go right here
Mm-hmm.
and around this point use a minor illusion to create a wall of mist, just to help Dusted pass more stealthily.
Okay.
Just if they look in that direction, they only see a wall of mist, the exact same texture and color that it is currently on the level.
Do you mean to sort of match the smoke?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Are you going to be doing anything stealthily? I'm assuming you're going to sneak up that way.
It only has minor illusion only has somatic and material components, so I don't need to keep my volume down or anything.
Yeah, but what about your footsteps?
Oh, to move
Yeah,
where,
'cause you're wearing
where I am.
scale mail, aren't you?
Yep. Question: to move where I am, I need to do it stealthily.
I would say roll. Let's see.
All right. There you go. At disadvantage, so that's bad, and that's worse.
Okay, so you slowly take your time. You get to the designated point. Whether or not you're stealthy, I mean, the people around you can hear the armor that you're wearing clinking slowly or scraping together. And then you cast Wall of Mist, did you say?
Minor illusion to make a wall of mist.
Minor illusion. Okay. You don't need to roll for that or anything at all, but obviously my guys may be able to at some point. Okay. Can you draw on the map? Can you use the draw tool?
I don't know how to do that. No.
It's the...
Can I?
No, there's a ruler, but you can't. Okay, so let's draw.
About there.
You can add an AoE.
So around about there. I've put.
A moment, please. I got kicked out of the BTT. I don't know why.
Oh, I put 2 orange lines on the.
I'm back. Yeah, about there.
Okay. Let's just delete that. Ooh, someone's put 2. Right, so Fargo, you managed to get over there. You cast your spell to create a minor illusion. Is that your turn?
It is correct.
All right. Then next up is Dusted Coal.
Yeah. He's gonna. Yeah. Gonna move over here.
Mm-hmm.
And because not everyone is in position yet, I will definitely try to do it stealthily. No, not. Yeah, well, 18, yeah.
18. That's pretty good. All
And
right.
then I'm gonna ready an action to attack if anything emerges prematurely from the smoke.
Okay. Do me. I just want to make sure your illusion, your cantrip. I guess you kind of know it's an illusion, but I still think I'm going to give you an intelligence roll at advantage, please, Dusted. Vargo, what's your spell DC?
That will be 14.
14. Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Alright, so, even though you know it is an illusion, the billowing smoke, it's just a little bit too difficult to peer into. However,
So yeah, when the monster bonks into me, that's when I know it's there.
yeah, basically. Okay, and in terms of your action, what are you going to do?
Oh, I was just holding the action for an attack.
So you're
if
going to wait
anything
until
comes for the
something
mist.
comes through.
Yeah.
Alright. Then next up is Yalena.
She's gonna. I'm trying to think the best place to do this. Oh wait, I can't move my. Oh, it's having a bit of a problem, I think. Would it be possible to still get the fire with the ray of frost from where Vargo is stood and just move after firing it?
So, I'm going to say the same. I'll give you, if you move next to Vargo and Dusted,
Mhm.
and then trying to peer in through. If you're trying to gaze in, I will give you an advantage save. Or you could just take pot luck and fire into the cavern, hoping you can hit the fire from where you are. You can see the glow through the haze, though, so I'll give the fire half cover in a way.
I'll do it from here. I'm being stealthy as I move.
Okay, so do me a favor and roll a stealth check then. Okay, so you make your way past Lunan, past Vargo, set yourself up in the corner, back to the wall. You can try and peer through the illusion and try to peer through the haze if you want to roll a intelligence save on 14 with advantage.
Okay. Oh, I
DC
forgot my
14.
intelligence is terrible. Okay, and then
Here comes the natural 20. Oh, a 16. Okay, knowing it's an illusion, you peer through. The fog doesn't appear as thick at all anymore. You can see the haze and the smoke billowing from the fire, and as you peer in, You can see the glow of the fire through the haze. It's sitting at the back of the wall, about 30 feet away from you. There is a short 5 foot wide, 5 foot long corridor reaching into the room. And from where you are... Oh my goodness.
That's squeaky. Did something happen to your mic?
No, sorry. Somebody doesn't want to go to sleep. It's bedtime for a little someone, and he's throwing a tantrum. Right.
Oh, good.
Sorry about that. So, Yelena, you set yourself up, and peering through the gloom, you can make out the glow of the fire, and the shadows that are cast around. You can vaguely see, playing against the back wall, the shadow of 4 Pterafolk. Let's just unhide them quickly. Oh. Sitting around the fire. Can you roll a perception check for me, please?
Yeah. Hold on. It keeps breathing on me. Oh.
Are these the 4? Oh, right. They were 4 Pterafolks flying around the tower, correct?
Correct. There were,
All
and
right.
when you entered this cavern, they were still flying around the tower.
Oof, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, so, Yelena, as you peer in, you can see the Pterafolk themselves haven't noticed you. They haven't seen anything. And as you watch, one of them picks up a mushroom from lying in front of them on the ground and tosses it into the fire. It starts to crackle, and then a little plume of flame bursts out of it as it begins to burn. And where it burns, the smoke sort of grows a lot thicker, grey, dark, as it rises slowly up to the ceiling, mixing in with the rest of the smoke coming from the fire. And then the vacuum that's created by the entrance in the chimney seems to suck the smoke out. And as you notice this, you also notice all of the Pterafolk, as the mushroom bursts into flame and burns, they lean forward and their eyes almost start to roll into the back of their heads. As their heads slowly sway, they give a little nod, and then they bend over again. And as you look down, you notice that they appear to be carving while they're sitting around the fire. They're carving into objects in their hands.
I see.
They haven't noticed you yet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to still fire your freezing bolt into the fire?
She's gonna start to form it, and she's gonna very quietly look at the others, waiting for them to nod to say that they're ready.
Okay, so are you going to hold your attack till the end of the round? Until next turn? Or are you just going to wait for them to give you a nod and then attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the others to give me a nod.
Okay. Right, so in which case then it is Lunan, Azaka, and Velrus. You notice Yelena disappear around. Vargo, next to you, you see Yelena make her somatic movements and then look to you and wait.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my turn?
It is Lunan, yes.
I would like to, as planned, try to get to over here. I have one exhaustion, meaning I will do stealth at disadvantage.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, correct.
Does would illusion give any help here?
Well, I mean, it's your stealth roll, but it's their perception.
I see. I will roll at disadvantage.
In fact, my bad, because the illusion gave you advantage, so you don't roll at disadvantage, just roll as normal.
Right. Ah.
Yes, sorry. Alright, so, you managed to roll a 12. Not bad. And you slowly move past Vargo. As you move past Yelena, you notice that she is almost holding her movement, looking around, waiting for affirmation that she can attack. Are you going to do anything else, Lunan?
I'm readying a light spell for my shield for when the fire goes out.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. In which case, Felrus, what is your dex?
It is 14s plus 2.
Okay, so Azaka's is 15, so she will get to go before you. Like literally just before you. Okay, so she gets a 13 on her stealth check, and she stealthily makes her way to cover Lunan from behind. And she grasps her scimitar in its sheath and she waits, and you can see she appears to be holding her attack. Next up then is Valrys, your turn.
Yep. He's going to move as much as he can here, and also prepare to use Frostbite on whoever comes through first.
Okay, are you moving stealthily through there?
Yes, I will attempt to do so. Where is it? Ow.
Okay. Your stealth check is at normal, so I'm going to take your first roll, not your natural one, because of the illusionary wall in front.
Okay.
Which means that you got an 18 plus 2, so you got a 20. So as you begin to tiptoe, you pirouette and find your feet. Without making a sound, you manage to dance your way up to the area that you want to. And you ready one of your spells as well, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Nefer is not going to move at all. As you know, he was near death. He's overly exhausted. He won't be able to pay any. He won't be able to play any advantage in the fight here at all. But he's curled up, covered himself up in the corner of the nook on this level over here. So let's go back to the top then. Vargo, you're first.
I suppose we nod at Jarlena, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do I use my reaction to do that when everyone is in position?
You know what? A nod's a free movement. It's like dropping your weapon. You can give her a nod if you want.
All right, let's do that.
Okay. So you give Yelena a nod. Yelena, in which case I'm going to say you are holding your action. If you want to attack now, you'll go top of the order, or just behind. Yeah, I'm going to put. Do you want to wait, or do you want to release?
She'll release it when he nods.
Alright, I'm putting you on 24 then at the same time. Which means that Yelena will go and then Vargo straight after. Dustin was holding his action for anyone come running out. Lunan, you were holding your action as well for Yarlena.
I'm holding in case the fire goes out. I will use my light spell.
Okay, so you are holding for when the fire goes out. Alright. Alright, Yarlena, off you go then.
Oh boy.
Good luck. Oh. Okay, so as soon as that happens, you just move your hands aside so you don't hit Dusted. You let out this ray of frost and fire off straight into the middle of the chamber and into the burning bonfire in the center, and it scores a direct hit. Go ahead and roll damage firstly.
I mean,
Hell yeah. What amazing damage.
level 3. Level 3.
So this ray of frost bolts out from your hands, and as it pierces through the air, it sort of whittles down and gets sharper and sharper into like an arrow, a dagger, a dart sized, and then it blasts into the fire. And looking over there, you can just see this little rise of ash from the fire that sort of pops up. I'm gonna roll, and I get a 14. It almost melts instantaneously. The fire flickers and wavers, but it doesn't go out.
Like putting a glass of water.
Yeah, we're like spitting on a bonfire. Right. Lunan, the fire hasn't gone out, so you're still on 6. Yarlena, is that your turn?
Yeah, she'll just get ready to do another one.
Okay. In which case, then we had Vargo.
Yeah, I mean, Vargo will hold his action to fire a firebolt in case something. I mean, one of the Pterafolk and goes up to Dusted.
Okay. So you're holding your action, in which case then it's Dusted, your turn.
Dustin is just standing in place, looking slightly unsure if this was if this was the plan all along. And it's taking an awful long standing here in the smoke.
You've been standing and waiting for 6 seconds.
Yes, and I'm an absent-minded little kitty, and I have a glowing sword.
This is true. Okay. Valrus, you were holding your spell as well, weren't you?
Yes.
You can't really see the fire from where you are. You would have to be
No.
moved in front of Vargo. I would let you move on to that little space, but even then your line of sight might be hampered.
Yes, I was just hoping to see one of the Pterafolk if they came out, or like just have a glance at them.
You were holding for a Pterafolk to come out. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Nothing has taken place. Does anybody actually want to use their action?
Yes, because I am gonna move in. Everyone is in position.
Okay. So you're gonna dart forward, step forward.
I mean,
fall forward?
he's gonna step into the illusion,
Uh-huh.
which he cannot see through, and then the second he can spot someone, which I hope will be when he stands here, he'll attack. And since he's, if I remember correctly, he's left-handed, so that would be the eastern one to hit first.
Okay. In which case, then, as Yarlena's firebolt flies over, Dustin sees it taking place, a little bit confused, thinking that's the go signal. Am I right?
Yeah.
And then slowly takes a step forward, stepping through the fog. You instinctively you duck as you try and duck out of the way of the fog and the smoke billowing up to the ceiling. And as you move through, you notice in front of you 4 Pterafolk sitting on the ground, they appear to be carving something in their hands. It is roll a perception check for me, why don't you? Seeing as you are in some fog as well. Some haze.
That would be 11.
Okay. Peering through the haze, you can clearly see them. It looks like they're carving small little emblems into what looks like bone. You can't tell right now what sort of bone it is just by glancing at it, but you also know none of them have noticed you. Their eyes are slightly flittering as well, as if they've been, dare I say, smoking something. They appear quite at ease, and I would say they're in a prone, surprised state at the moment if you want to attack them.
Stab, stab. Prone is advantage, if I remember.
Yes.
So that's 17 plus 1. That's 18 to hit on the eastern closest one.
That definitely hits. Yep. Roll your damage.
And 6 damage.
6 points. Is that this one here that I'm moving? You said your left
Yes,
hand,
that one. Yeah. The one to the east. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so 6 points, no problem. You stab him with your rapier. He's completely surprised. Hasn't even had a reaction yet. What are you going to do with the rest of your turn?
I'm gonna mark him with my unwavering strike, but other than that, nothing.
Okay, is that your turn then?
That's my turn.
Alright. In which case, Vargo, were you holding your turn?
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to act?
I mean, I will use my reaction to do the action I was holding, yeah? But my question is, from where I'm standing, do I see any of the Pterafolk?
Roll a perception check for me, with advantage.
Alright.
As you peer through the haze. Obviously the spell is yours, so it doesn't affect you at all. Yeah, you peer through the haze and you can see the one that is literally behind, or in front of Dusted, with the red ring around him.
Alright, so I will drop the minor illusion and fire my firebolt.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me, please.
1 second. I cannot get... there you go. That I don't think that hits. No.
Right. Let me just double check, because they are prone.
Oh, in that case, it's even worse, because I get disadvantage.
Well, I'm gonna actually give you I'm gonna give you a bonus. However, Dusted is slightly in the way, so the firebolt goes wide and slightly misses.
Yeah, that's okay.
Even with the +3 bonus. Right. Then next up, Lunan.
Just in case we will get the fire out later, I'm casting light now.
You're going to cast light on your shield, okay? Are you moving anywhere, or is that your turn?
No, I will hold here, making sure nothing can get out, hopefully.
Okay, as some of the action happens, Azaka pulls her scimitar and she stands at the ready as well. Valrus, it is your turn.
If I could, like to move over to this square. Here.
Yep.
And I don't know, can I at least see these two?
Roll perception with advantage for me.
Alright.
As you peer through the haze.
Let's see, perception.
Go on. You can do it. Barely. You can make out you can't see them clearly, but you can make out the form of the Pterafolk who's sitting. Bear in mind, he's shorter than Dusted Cole as Dusted moves in, so he's sitting on the ground. You can barely see the one at the back of the cavern next to the fire as well. You could fire blindly into there.
Well, that should be alright. I would like to use Frostbite on both of them using Twid spell.
Okay, so you're going to expend one of your
A sorcery point.
sorcery
yeah.
points. And you're using which spell?
Frostbite
Frostbite.
on both of them.
On both of them. Okay.
Just a con save.
Is that do you have to roll for that?
No.
So it's an automatic hit. Well, that's quite easy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in which case, Constitution save. For the one closest to you, the DC is
14.
14. So the first guy fails,
Yep.
and oh, the second guy rolled a natural one. He definitely fails.
Perfect.
Okay.
Alright.
Roll your damage, sir.
That's for the first one then, and
Oh,
this
wow.
would be for the second one. And they both have disadvantage on the next weapon attack.
Oh, well, that's handy. Right, so he's taken 6 and he's taken 2. And they both have disadvantage. Marker. Okay. Right. Anything else?
Nay.
Alright then, in which case we move up to the third round. At this point, none of you have made any sound. And now the Pterafolk do notice you. And I'm going to add them. Okay. Righto. So, round 3 then. It is Vargo at the top of the order.
Alright, since I don't have a good angle to fire, I will just... It sounds a bell sounds in the cave, and this one gets told the dead.
Toll the dead.
So that will be a wisdom saving throw. DC 14.
Okay, bear with me. Let's just... So, sound of dolorous bells fills the air around it for a moment. The target must see or take necrotic damage D8. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes a D12, and it is missing hit points.
Correct.
So, that would be a D12 damage for this guy, yeah? Let's first
Yeah.
roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Oof. He gets a
Yeah.
19.
It saves, so no damage.
Yeah. So, bells ring out. It's not Christmas time, but it's definitely Toll the Dead time. But he manages to save. Anything else?
Nothing else.
Alright, in which case, Yarlena, you are up, then followed by Dustin Cole.
She's gonna try and put out the fire again.
Alright, so,
Maybe it will work better this time.
this time, go ahead then.
Oh, can I use my inspiration?
You can use your inspiration, yes.
Is it rolling again or adding a D
A
something?
D10. You
A
can,
D10.
Yeah, add a D10. I mean, if you want to roll again, I won't say no.
That's alright. I've rolled the D10.
Alright, so
15?
that's a 15, which definitely hits. Alright, as you cast Ray of Frost, it flies straight through. Roll your damage.
That's better.
Okay.
Slightly.
Alright, as you fire this Ray of Frost and it hits the center, it manages to not only hit the flames, but penetrate right into the burning fire as it scatters and splashes most of the coals all across the floor, the fire slowly starts to flicker and die out.
Finally got there.
Yes, I will say you succeeded. I rolled a 6, so you know. Right, is that your turn?
I want to. She's gonna, because now that the fire is out, she's going to go and help Dusted. I'm just trying to think if there is a space where she can teleport to where she's not gonna be immediately flanked, but I don't think there is.
I mean, you could probably squeeze if you moved next. Bear in mind you can cross over to the same squares on other players, but if you move to maybe there, you could land up behind. These guys are huddled around the fire, so I would say you could probably squeeze in behind the one with the red ring on him. If you really want to get in there, I'll judge that should be fine.
Yeah. She'll run in rather than using her step, because I might have to run away.
Run in.
She'll
I'll let you
move
your
in with
character.
movement.
Bear in
Yeah.
mind you can't cross through another an enemy's path. Only your own players. Otherwise, he'll get. You could try, but they'll get free attacks,
Oh yeah.
opportunity attacks.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Where is it that I can... Is it here I can go, or...
You, if you're gonna use Misty Step, you can land up there.
Okay. Yeah, she'll use her face step. I'm trying to think if it has anything else, because it's not on my sheet. I think it does, but it's not on my... Sorry, hold on. I thought it'd be there, but it isn't.
It's okay.
It is phase step, correct?
Yeah, I was trying. It
It's-
said that there's an additional effect based
Yeah,
on my...
It should be on features and traits under the racial trait. Racial trait.
Racial traits.
Not- It's not letting me swap that. Oh, there we go.
Let's have a quick look. See.
My sheet's being very slow. I'm trying to look for Eladrin in thingy, but it's just giving me elves instead.
It's called Phase Step, yeah.
Yes.
Let's go Eladrin and find out. Oh, is it Fey? F-E-Y? Phase Step.
Yeah.
Not P-H-A-S-E. For Spring Eladrin.
Winter.
As a bonus action, the Eladrin can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space it can see.
Oh, it's just being a pain and telling me I will get something when I don't. Your face step gains an additional effect based on your current season. Oh man. Oh, one creature with your choice that you can see within 5 feet of you before you teleport must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
Oh wow.
That seems pretty damn good.
So I'll probably use it on the red one. The red circled thing. It's a 14, the DC is.
Okay, so he needs to roll a DC 14, otherwise he's frightened of you. And he is frightened. Let's go for the red one then. Wisdom, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna hate me. I rolled
Oh
a
my
15.
god! Oh, it's okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, so he manages to make his wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
But you face step behind him, yes?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
That's all. Thank you.
Alright then. It is Dustin Cole's turn.
Well then, I'm gonna attack the one to the west this time.
Uh-huh. The one with the red circle around him. Yes.
Yes. And that's 18.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And 12 damage.
12 damage. Wow. Okay. You thrust in with your rapier, and as you do, you cleave him in half. Right up to the hilt as you stick him with the pointy end and retract it. He falls on the ground, dead.
I'm imagining Dustin playing a Jedi.
Yes.
No, this is a baby Pterafolk, so this is definitely the youngling scene.
Oh, the
And as he falls over dead, you see the wooden carving that he's been making falls out of his hand, and it bounces and rolls and stops at your feet. Do you still want to move, or are you staying where you are?
I'm staying where I am.
Okay. Is that your turn? Anything else?
No,
Dustin?
wait. No, I'm gonna take a step in. Yeah.
Alright, move yourself in.
There we go, and that's my turn.
Okay, you move yourself up in front of the fire. In which case, it is then I've got 2 Pterafolk that get to go next. And they are going to attack you, Dusted. Right. The one with the green circle and the yellow hue around him, he sees as you're coming, he is going to attack you with a bite and 2 claws. Right, so the first one, he rolls a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
So with the bite, that is 2d4 plus 2. So 2 plus the 2, that's 4 points for the bite. And then the first claw is a 23.
That hits.
You take 8 points of slashing damage. And the second claw is an 11.
11 misses.
Okay. Then the next one is just below him. He's undamaged. And he is going to... He's going to reach... As he stands up, he's going to pick a javelin up off the ground. And he's going to stab you with it as he leans forward to stick you with the pointy end. And he rolls a 23.
Jesus Christ, yeah, that hits.
I'm sorry, dude.
How many 19s have you rolled today?
I know. Fortunately, the javelin only does 5 points of damage. So that is what, 2, 10. Did you just take 26 points?
No, I took 17 points.
17.
I took 8, I took 4, and I took 5, so that's
Right, my bad.
17.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to sneak in that 11 as damage, huh?
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Next up then is the other Pterafolk with the red, and Yelena, he sees you and he moves forward. He has got disadvantage on all of his attacks, So he is going to attack you with a bite, claw. Sorry, bite, claw, claw. So, disadvantage with a bite.
But he was the one at the bottom.
The one at the bottom, yeah. Oh, is he? Oh, my
He's
bad.
the
You're
one
right,
at the
sorry.
bottom.
I take that back, you're right. I should remove this guy from the combat tracker. Good shout. What is that? I can't click on him. Sorry, that's my bad. So let's just mark this.
Oh, now he's turned upside down. Huh?
He's turned to face Yelena. There we go. Okay. My bad. Sorry about that. Next up is Lunan.
Right, to target this guy. Is it
Okay.
going for you? With another Toll the Dead.
Oh, another Toll the Dead. Alright, in which case I get to make a wisdom saving throw, yes?
Yeah, and my DC is also 14.
Unfortunately I rolled a 19. So he saves.
With your 19th. Yeah, and I will just stay where I am.
Okay. Right, next up after you then is Azaka, and she is going to move past you, and she's going to move in next to Dusted, and she is going to attack the one that you tried to attack over there as well. And with a scimitar, she rolls a 17, so that hits. And she rolls 4 points of slashing damage. Whoops, I just deleted it by accident. Shoot. Let's just change this one around over there. So he had 6 and 4, that means he's taking 10 points of damage. I'm just going to use this guy, sorry. And he is bloodied. This one over here. The one in front of Yelena is dead, yep? Okay. And she is going to stay over there. Next up is Valrus.
He is going to move over there and use Frostbite again, this time on the one at the back, the blue one.
Okay. This one there. Yep.
Yeah, yep.
So that's auto hit, isn't it? So I need to roll a
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw. And he gets a 16.
That saves then. Nothing happens.
Oh, sorry about that.
Shame. I'll just scoot on back and end my turn.
Okay, and then finally I get to the last one down over here in front of Yelena. So, I'm gonna use the previous disadvantage roll with the beak. He missed, but he still gets his 2 claws on you. Is that okay?
Oh boy. Yeah.
So,
Wow.
With disadvantage.
first claw attack is a 9,
Hell yeah, that misses.
and the second claw attack is an 8.
Aha. Both miss.
2 misses, bugger. Okay, top of the round then. It is Valrus. No, Vargo, sorry. Your turn. Okay, Vargo moves down.
So if I move over there, do I see everybody?
Yes. The fire has gone out. The smoke is now slowly dissipating and clearing. And the light is shining from Lunan's shield into this cavernous area. You can see everyone clearly.
Nice to know. I will cast Toll the Dead again in the one that seems more damage.
That one there. Okay.
So Wisdom saving throw and DC 14.
Wisdom. And he
Finally.
gets a 9.
Then he takes 10 damage.
Okay.
Necrotic.
10 points of necrotic damage. As the bells ring out, he literally blood starts bursting out of his beak and his ears as he falls over with a face down into the dirt. He's dead. Anything else? Any other movement?
Yeah, I will move back there.
Okay.
That's all.
Then Yarlena, it is your turn.
Seeing Dusted get wailed on, she's gonna use her bonus action to cast what was it called? There's two of them, they're very similar. I think it's Shield of Faith. Yeah. Shield of Faith on Dusted Cole.
Okay. Oh, nice one. Thank you.
And then
Okay,
she's
so
gonna yeah.
Shimmering Field. So Dust gets a +2 armor buff. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Brilliant. And then for your action?
She's gonna stab the one in front of her with her short sword.
Okay, I'm going to put a marker on you that you're in concentration. Alright. Roll your attack, please. Ooh, an 18. Blimey. That's pretty good. That definitely hits.
Nice. 9 damage.
9 damage. Oh. With the previous damage that he's already taken, your short sword, as you swing and slash, you manage to just catch it across the chest, slicing it from the top of the shoulder right down to its belly. Its intestines sort of burst at the seams and spill out as it falls to the ground with a surprised look on its face. And it curls up and dies. Nice one. Anything else?
She'll move a little bit closer, but that'll probably be it.
Use the Dusted as cover. Good idea.
But yeah, she's done.
Okay, in which case, next up is Dusted, followed closely by the last Pterafolk.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to smack it some more.
Yeah, and this guy is undamaged. He's holding a javelin and he's staring hate at you. And as he sees Yarlena coming closer as well, you can see the drool coming out of its mouth as it's like, "Argh!" Is that your rapier? Is that your attack?
At 12 to hit, yeah.
12 hits, and just.
Only because I have the +1 from Lunan, yes.
Yes. Alright, so, you managed to hit him.
For 10 damage.
10 points of damage. As you lean forward with your rapier, you poke him. Blood seems to spurt out of his chest as he claws at you. He's not dead, but he's definitely bloodied. Anything else?
Just marking him and that's it. So if he attacks anyone else but me, he has disadvantage.
Okay. Well, he can't really attack anyone else, but he is going to move slightly closer to you with his back against the wall over there. And he almost uses one of his wings to buffer himself sideways so he can get a closer stab at you. And then lunges with his javelin. Ooh, and he gets a 21 to hit.
Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah, that hits.
Alright. You take 7 points of piercing damage as the javelin sticks you in the shoulder and pulls out. It skewers a corner of you, and he smirks at you with a satisfied look on his face. If a Pterafolk could smirk, he's doing it right now. Alright. That is his action. It is Lunan.
Squeezing past. Casting healing word.
Okay, so you move over the embers and the dying flames and the dying fire as you move.
Sorry, not healing word. Cure
Cure
wounds.
wounds. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, onto the Pterafolk.
Yeah, exactly. No, unbusted.
Alright, you cast Cure Wounds on Dusted.
You receive 9
Nice.
extra HP.
9 healing Dusted. That puts him up onto
And,
manageable.
Yeah, and on half health, yeah.
Anything else, Lunan?
No, I'm good there.
Alright, in which case it is Azaka's turn. And she moves forward, stabbing with her scimitar. She just manages to hit as well. And does 7 points of slashing damage as she steps forward and sticks the Pterafolk with her blade. She manages to do the final killing blow. It slowly, silently crashes to the ground, dead. The cavern is all of a sudden silent, brightly lit by Lunan's shield as he moves in towards there. You look around you. On the ground you can see bits of bone and some knives and blades, as well as the carvings that the Pterafolk were making. And where they were sitting, next to each of them, you also see small mushrooms. They are almost purple in colour with, I lie actually, they're white and grey in colour with spots of green on top of them. Dried. And the carvings on the ground, as you start to go through them, you can see that there are 9 of them scattered around. I am going to send you a picture. Where did I put my...
Does my proficiency in herbalism kit helps me identify the mushrooms?
Roll for it.
Roll what? Investigation?
Nature, wait, a herbalism kit, I mean, it's either medicine, nature, it falls under wisdom, doesn't it?
Medicine is wisdom. Nature, intelligence. Yeah.
Whichever one you want.
It will be nature then.
Okay.
I would like to aid him if I can.
Uh-huh.
Me. I'm middle 10.
So then you should have advantage, I guess.
Yeah, if you want, you can roll advantage.
Alright, I will roll again. That's better.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, are you handling the mushrooms, or are you just looking at them? How are you going to investigate them?
I will use my herbalism kit. All the... Let me check. 1 second. Herbalism. There are some gadgets specifically for this.
Okay. So you have a look at them, and you've heard tales of the mushrooms. These are dried zabu mushrooms. Where is my... I'm going to send them to the chat now. Do you keep the information to yourself?
Oh no, I share it.
Okay. View my homebrew collection. Let's go. Final page. Huh. I actually created them before. That's interesting. I'll do this one because I did this one today. Can I? I'm gonna try see if I can put this into the group chat. I wonder. I'm gonna put that into there, and then I'm gonna put it into the Discord chat. Okay, so as you use your herbalism kit to have a look at them, you notice that these are rare mushrooms, sort of a silvery white. Zabu mushrooms are known to grow on dead and rotting trees. They feed on offal and rotting wood. Fun fact, the ones that are not dried can be thrown as poison bombs.
Oh my!
Because when the mushroom cap gets brushed or hit or touched, it explodes, releasing a cloud of spores. And when dried and burned, the mushrooms give off an acrid smoke, which causes exhaustion in creatures that are within the smoke for about 10 minutes. However, Pterafolk use it, they get hallucinations from it when they sit and they smoke themselves up, basically.
I will pick a couple of them, I suppose.
Okay. There are 12 mushrooms altogether, 12 dried Zabu mushrooms. There are 9 bone carvings sitting on the ground, and each of them depicts a strange little creature instead. One of them looks like it's a rabbit, the other one a frog, the other one a snake. There is one that looks like a monkey, a snail, a crane, some funny like bear with claws, an animal that looks, I don't know if you know what an otterluke is, but sort of like a tentacled monster, and then what looks like a panther with tentacles coming out of it, or a little cat.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No, that will be it.
Okay. Are you collecting everything yourself?
I suppose, yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Mhm.
I do it because I have the herbalism kit. If anyone wants this, be my guest. Take all you want.
You're collecting the mushrooms, am I right?
Mm.
Or yes, I will hand it. Everyone pick whatever they want. It's better if everyone gets some.
Is anyone interested in the carvings though?
I think they're good to collect, but go ahead and do so.
Oh, no, Dustin is way too eager to get back to the Cocra to start brewing him tea.
Okay, so you're going to leave the carvings behind and you're going to go and do the tea. You're going to start brewing the Aarakocra some tea, yes?
Yeah, because if he has an exhaustion level that, like, hypothetically is like 5, from anywhere between 3 and 5,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna need it.
Yes, he will. Okay. So you're going to head off to do that. Who else is doing what?
I have a question for you. Last time when we used the nuts for healing, how long did it take?
Almost, I'd say less than a minute. Almost instantaneous.
Okay. In that case, could I borrow that mortar and pestle? I'm gonna crush some nuts.
Sure, go ahead.
I would like to take at least 2 doses of it and give to Dusted.
Mm-hmm. No problem. The nuts did a D6, didn't they?
I let me give me a second, and I will find them in my notes or inventory. See what you wrote. Yeah, 1d6.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, in which case then you said you're taking 2 doses.
Yeah.
So 2d6 you can roll. Who else needs healing?
That's nice. That's 10 HP back to you
Thank
for
you.
you, Dusted.
That's pretty
I
decent.
think Dusted was the only one who took a damage, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine that.
Oh darn.
Strange.
Stranger things have happened.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. Anything else?
Only that T there, which is that he will, next time he has a long rest, he will recover 2 instead of 1.
Grand. Okay, so he nods his thanks and he sips the tea gently as soon as you finished making it for him. All right. So all of you have gathered then around this cavern. The air starts to slowly clear out, and you notice that the chimney, the smoke has no longer been sucked up through the chimney. And as you glance up, you can actually see once again there are some handholds that you could use to probably ascend. The only problem being that the ceiling is 15 feet high from the ground.
I suppose the question is what would we do with Nephra? Nephra, are you alright? The smoke has cleared.
Yeah, y'all, I tell you, I'm kind of exhausted down here, but I think I'm just gonna chill, maybe have a little rest. And if I'm well enough to fly, I might go back to my brood.
Is it possible that any of the others will come here to check up?
Y'all know that
The
it was just
Pterafolk.
these 4 down here. No. I believe these were the elders, you know. These just were the ones that were coming down to make sure that I was beaten every day. They, like I said before, they tortured me, left me here to die. I haven't seen any of them come down, and God knows how many days I've been down here, but it's been ongoing for quite some time. I know for a fact that no one else has come down here at all.
Well, seems
All
safe
right.
enough.
If we get to take care of the one on top, we will make sure to let you know. Alright?
Much appreciated, mighty grateful. Thank you for that.
Is everybody alright? Alright.
Everybody else?
Yes, quite alright. And Dusted gestures to the ceiling.
Still feeling some effect of that smoke. Otherwise, alright.
Tell me about it. Are there any plans on how we get up?
Same as before, I suppose. Dasted goes ahead and throws a rope to us.
Yes, the problem is I'm not 15 feet tall. So, and Dusted tries to look around the room. I'm half going to ask, is it possible that area there to actually have one foot on each side of the cave wall and then try to climb upwards
I
from there?
Yeah, I think Dustin could probably, if you roll an athletics check, I could see if you could try and scale the wall with dare I say, a rope around you. Get a boost up.
Bargo will close to Dusted and try to lift him up a little bit and try to point at spaces in the rock that might be easier to climb. That means I'm guiding you.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so I'll give you
Okay,
advantage
yeah.
on an athletics check then.
Advantage or a plus D4?
Both.
Okay, okay.
I'm using guide.
Okay, so that's an 11 plus a D4.
Did you roll with advantage?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, alright.
Wow. Okay, 14. I mean, it's not that difficult. You only needed a 10, so you managed to sink your claws in, scale this pitch black tabaxi cat, scaling the wall up, and as you reach your hand in, you manage to feel around and you get a handhold, and your legs dangling 15 feet above the ground. I need you to roll a strength check for me, please, to pull yourself up and climb the chimney.
15.
Perfect. Effortless. One hand over the other. You just manage to swing your legs a little bit and whoosh, you actually manage to pull yourself up and leap up to the next handhold. You spy up. It's easily a 50-foot climb all the way to the top. No problem. The rope dangling down is 60 foot. Am I mistaken?
I think it was 50 tied together with another 50 rope.
That's correct. It was around 90 feet of rope.
Okay.
Counting
Okay,
the
yeah.
knot.
Alright, so, Dustin, you have the luxury of making it to the top, no problem at all. Are you going to be attempting to climb stealthily, or are you just flying up to the top?
I mean, there is no way that I'm climbing in the virtual dark, even with dark vision, in a fast pace. That's a little too dangerous. And I can see. Can I see the stars from the hole at one point? Because it makes sense that the second he can see that, he will appear out in the open to start in stealth.
Okay,
So that I don't know how far up that will be. Though.
So looking upwards, you can see 50 feet, the hole at the top. It looks bright. You seem to recall, even though it's the dead of night, that there's a roaring bonfire on the top of this Firefinger structure, and it lights up the area around it for a good 200 feet. You can see it from miles away. So it's not daylight, but it definitely is almost bright, like morning.
Yeah, then Dustin will know that he has to speak stealth.
Okay.
All the way up.
Alright, then roll a stealth check for me as you're climbing, please. I think you're still guided, aren't you?
No, that only
That's
lasts
only for
for
One roll. Yeah.
one roll. Yeah.
Alright.
Well, it's 20.
I mean,
unnatural 20 or whatever you say. Yeah.
No problem at all. So, with cat-like grace, you manage to move across from handhold to handhold, effortlessly climbing to the top. Whilst you are climbing, is anybody doing anything else? I know Lunan's gone ahead and sorted that out. Everyone else is slowly moving closer. Okay. Right.
I suppose keeping an eye out in case somebody comes.
From where you're standing, you can see Azaka is cowering at the corner of the chamber, keeping an eye out.
All right.
Okay. Dusted. After 50 feet of slow climbing, you finally make it to the top of the shaft. It's taken you less than 2 minutes. Hands gripping the lip, you take in the scenery around you. As you pop your head out of the top, it is bright up here, thanks to the blazing fiery beacon. The top of the shaft is surrounded by rocks and low bushes, providing enough concealment for 3 medium-sized creatures. The area around you is flat, roughly 40 square feet. You can see the edges of the top of the tower, which are crumbling away. Immediately you know it wouldn't be too safe standing too close to any of the edges. Vines and low brush grow in profusion across the top of this platform. Bones and scraps of meat from dozens of creatures are scattered everywhere, and a crumbling stone tower rises another 30 feet above the north corner of the platform. The roaring flame that is Firefinger seems to float in the air, hovering above this tower. Tumbled debris from the tower is heaped around its foundations. To the west of you is an open area with a chewed and broken corpse lying face up. Her elven features are recognizable from this distance, and she clutches a piece of parchment in her dead hand. 3 humanoid creatures with needle-like beaks and leathery wings, clearly Pterafolk, are worrying the last shreds of resh from well-chewed bones near an open doorway at the base of the tower. The chewed corpse at their feet is also elven. They don't appear to have heard you. Right,
So let me get this straight. I have 3 Pterafolk inside the tower. I have 4 circling it, and I have a hiding spot for 3 medium creatures.
Correct. I will... Let me just... Is it circle? Right. Can everyone see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you look around, yes, you can see... Let's unhide that. And let's unhide these. Okay. Right, you reach the top of the tower. You can see the 3 in front of you. If we just bring Dusted up to there, you are here. As you're peeking over the lip, you can see just about 10 feet away from you at the foot of this tower over here is 3 Pterafolk crowded around a corpse. They're busy fighting over the meat that's around them. Looking around, you can see 3 visibly. You can see 3 more Pterafolk circling the tower further out. They don't appear none of them appear to have noticed you. And I will take these guys off. You can't see the 4th one at the moment because your vision doesn't move past this tower in front of you. So potentially he could be below you or above you, but as soon as they fly this way, you lose sight of them. But at the moment, that's what you can see.
This hiding spot, I think it's the one marked with orange, right?
Sorry, the hiding spot is the one marked
with orange circle here.
Your hiding spot is there. Sorry. Can you see?
Oh, that was for 3. That was for the 3 people. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you see an orange circle there?
Yeah, for some reason I can.
Oh bollocks!
I don't know if don't know if I meant to do it. Sorry.
Oh well, that's okay. That is actually very thick vegetation and growth.
Oh, okay, good. It's
Yeah.
just like, do you mean it's over there, or where is my? Okay,
No, so
right.
your hidey hole is this is where you've come up.
This is definitely a call for not shouting down, not throwing a torch down. Like I have at least 3 climbs to teach me this.
Mhm.
So Dustin is gonna crawl down again this time. So I'll have to take another stealth check to get down there.
What are you doing with the rope?
I still have to fasten it with pittance along the way.
So, I mean, you rolled a stealth check on the way up, so I will say then that you've done that on the way up, and the rope is secure.
Yeah, but I still need to go back because I cannot. I don't think that there's any reliable way to communicate, and so, even if time is of the essence, this is too dangerous to pop out and then start fighting while people are climbing up.
So you are going to keep the rope bound to you, and you're going to climb down.
I cannot keep the rope bound to me while it's fastened to pittance, can I? I need to find a place to
you won't-
actually tie this to.
Well,
Shit.
that's why I'm asking, because it's only 90 feet and it's 50 feet up, so you can't wear it on the way down. But what you could do is secure it to a piton and then just ride the rope down.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
And
definitely.
that way you won't need to roll a stealth check on the way down.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll do that then. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so after about 3 minutes, everyone down on the bottom, you hear like just the you hear a little sound of zzz, as if somebody's riding a rope down, and then you see Dusted's legs dangling from the top of the hole as he comes down and lands in the cabin floor. Go ahead.
Well then, we have at least 6 Pterafolk up there. We thought it was the only ones flying around, but there's apparently 3 more.
Oh boy.
And the problem is that there is no clear hiding spot except for the hole when we get up there. So 3 of us can prepare, but the rest will have to then follow us up through the hole with the rope. So we have to pick 3 of us that steps out and fights first, and then hopefully we can get some a surprise attack on them. But there is a lot, and I cannot tell how many they're flying around. I can count 3 flying around, and I can count 3 eating some elves upstairs.
But before we go up there, we should at least have a strategy, as you say. And I think one of the things we need to think about is that their weapon seems to be throwing people off the tower. So maybe we can tie ourselves either to each other or to something secured so we don't get thrown off.
Do we have more rope then?
I
We're
still
only
have
using
some.
2 of our ropes and we have more.
If it comes to that, I can manage a couple of people falling down. The only problem will be that we will not be able to count with them.
Oh, if somebody falls down, they'll still be out of the fight, regardless if they survive.
Yeah. I think I'm capable of taking care of at least one of them.
So it has to be fast and it has to be brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I suggest let me go up with you. I will try to take one of them out of the fight and keep an eye in case anybody falls.
I mean, some of them are clearly eating some kind of corpse up there. So if we're lucky and they're still eating when we get back up there, maybe take the ones in the sky out first, because then the others need to take flight first before they get away.
Yeah,
So one of us will pin them down, and some will take the other side of the sky, and we can sort of like fight on even footing.
yeah. Let's try to take them by surprise.
So who will join? Who will start with the three first getting out, and then the rest of us, the three rest of us, will come afterwards.
I will.
So
I couldn't help.
I'll try to bind the remaining three to the ground. So me, Jelena, and Vargo. Right?
Okay. Then Yelena and Vargo, can you please make strength checks to climb to the top?
Not
Oh,
athletics, maybe.
Strength.
before
Or
we climb up, I'm gonna put bless on the three of us that are going up.
Yeah. Sorry, you can go for athletics. Actually, you're climbing a rope, aren't you? So yeah, athletics.
bless only lasts for a minute, though.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, does it? Okay, when we get up, I'll do bless.
Yeah, maybe
Alright.
wait a bit.
Okay.
I'll mark it off.
Yeah.
Oh, nice roll, Vargo.
I think it's the first time I see you fail.
So
He's just not
yeah,
feeling it.
Yelena. Unfortunately, you grab hold of the rope and you're just not feeling it. I mean, your arms let you down. I think the acrid smoke has got in your eyes. There's no way you're going to be able to climb this rope all the way up. If you want, you can try and climb the wall instead.
Yeah, sure. She'll try and climb the wall instead.
That's a strength check DC 10. You'll need somebody to give you a boost or pull you up when they're in the hole. But go ahead and roll a DC 10 strength check, please.
Not much easier. We'll need a rope.
The only thing is,
Question.
are you going to be stealthy climbing the wall?
She's gonna do her best.
Okay, roll
To
a stealth
be
check
as-
for me.
As stealthy as possible. Maybe not so stealthy, but
Okay. Yes, Fargo, question, go ahead.
So my understanding is that everyone else is climbing the rope behind us and getting ready to go up when, yeah.
I was going to ask, what is everyone else doing? Yes. But carry on.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay, so, Valrus, what are you doing in the meantime? As they climbing up to the top of the chimney? And Lunan, same question for you. What will you be doing in the meantime?
I'm after they have come up a bit, I will dismiss my light before, or I will, while climbing after the first 20 feet, before the first 20 feet, I will dismiss my light so I'm not a shining beacon.
Okay, I'll take that off.
But yeah, I will try to climb. I will wait for Valaris to go first.
Well, yeah, we'll do that.
Good question, DM. Is that the fire in the tower enough to see the Pterafolk?
Yes.
Nice, alright.
Yes, it is. I mean, I'm going to say it's basically clear as day in the middle of the night here. The Firefinger itself is like one of those bonfires from the Lord of the Rings, you know, that you can see for miles on the mountaintops.
Nice.
It's an old beacon fire. So the entire top of the tower, basically on the platform, is just bright. Okay. So, Valrus, you're climbing as well?
Yeah, I'll go
And
before
Lunan. So,
Lunan then.
if you're going to do the rope, can I get an athletics check, please, from everyone? And I will...
At disadvantage. Oh boy.
Okay, so Lunan
I rolled
makes...
a 12.
Yeah, Lunan makes his disadvantage. Valrus does not. Let me go for Azaka and see. She also gets disadvantage, doesn't she?
Does the rope help somehow?
Okay, Azaka does not manage to climb with the rope. Lunan, do you want to try and scale the walls instead?
You mean
Valrus.
Yeah, me.
Azaka fails to scale the walls herself.
That
Yeah,
was a
Valrus,
strength
sorry.
check, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a DC 10 strength check.
Alright. Now.
Although, mind you, hold on. Yolena, your athletics checks with a 3, but scaling the walls is a strength check of 10. I mean, the rope is probably going to be easier to climb than the wall, so I'll actually say your athletics check was successful. The only
Barely.
person who can't get up is Azaka. She rolled a 4 and a 6, so she's stuck at the bottom. Unless anyone's willing to, when they get to the top, pull her up on the rope.
Probably not enough time for that.
I mean, if sure, it's not a problem, I think.
If you get all up to the top stealthily, perhaps.
I can help pull her up. Or Yalena can.
Okay, so
But
the three of you get to the top of the platform. You duck under the brush as you're waiting. You notice Valrus and Lunan pop their heads just at the top of the chimney, and while they're gripping on the side, Yolena, you slowly start to pull on the rope. Can you roll a strength check for me, please?
Can we help her somehow?
Yeah, you can help her if you want.
She doesn't
but
need it.
like
She
it's
doesn't need it.
Jelena, it's Jelena who needs it. I mean,
She doesn't need it. As she braces her legs on the lip of the chimney and she leans backwards and starts pulling quite silently as she slowly starts. You can hear a little bit of a grunt coming out from her. But the Pterafolk surrounding the top of the platform are too busy to notice any sounds coming from any of you. And you manage to pull her up 35 feet, just below the waiting Valrus and Lunan. And I'm going to say we take our break there.
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Yeah, excellent. So, before our break then, our brave heroes ventured up the chimney, dragging Azaka on the rope behind them, managing to do it stealthily. Dusted and Vargo, while you were surveying the area, you also managed to notice another 2 Pterafolk flying around and circling the tower as they come swooping in, up and down, and they seem to be patrolling up to about 50 feet away from the tower from where you are. Okay. What is everyone doing? Yolena, you have got your feet planted firmly inside the chimney, holding on to Azaka as you're pulling her up. Lunan and Valrus are waiting just below the rim of the chimney, which means really the only 2 people that can act first are Vargo and Dusted Coal. What are the 2 of you going to do?
If I may, Dusted, They are 5 Pterafolk flying, not 4. 5.
Correct.
Oh god.
From what you can count, those are only the ones that you can see.
Well. Why don't you wait? I mean, everyone should get in action at the same time. We need to surprise them. We need to do it.
Bear in
Yeah,
mind,
but there's only room for 3 of us up here. Once we are
Yeah.
not free up here anymore, they will notice us. So we 3 have to start it.
All right. Whenever you are okay with that, I can start it.
I can distract them, and try to start it, and then try to drive them out in the open.
For what I want to do, I need a couple of them in the air.
Okay.
I'm gonna interject and say, bear in mind, you probably have each got 1 attack round of surprise.
Yeah.
While because you've surprised them, Dusted and Vargo, you will get 1 round. Once you move out of cover, that means Lunan and Valrus will take your place, and Yarlena will pull up Azaka.
Yeah.
Which then means that all of you will be... The 3 that will be in cover will then be Lunan, Valrus, and Azaka, and Yarlena, Dusted, and Vargo will be out of cover, but the 2 of you will have 1 free round of attack action if you decide to do that.
Right. Yeah, perfect. That's more or less what I was figuring out. Yeah.
So,
Alright.
I will say you both have a free action to do whatever, a free round to do whatever you'd like.
I will look up at Dusted and Yarlena and wait for them to give me the sign.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then there's no time like the present.
Uh-huh.
Then Bargo will look up at one of the Pterafolk up in the sky and start muttering an incantation. Point at him, that one, and he will cast Sleep at 2nd level.
Fair enough.
So
Wait, how tall was this tower again?
so that will be 78.
It's 300 feet above the ground. So
Everything alright, DM? Should I roll?
yeah, let me see quickly. Sleep. Have you? Is it just 1 creature? Have you? Send it to the chat if you don't mind.
It's like 60 feet radius.
It's an area, and every creature in it starts going from the creature with less hit points to the one most.
Okay, but obviously they are so spaced apart. You're just targeting 1.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, and he gets a saving throw. No.
Nope.
All right.
Let's see.
This is really brutal.
Let's see if it works. I don't know how healthy are them.
So.
Oh, that is awful! Oh my god!
15
No,
health.
no. I don't think it works.
So 5d8 is the total of hit points the creature that can.
Yeah, only it's 2nd level, so 78. But it's awful roll.
So 15.
So if it has more than 15 HP, it doesn't fall asleep.
Okay.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's good.
it doesn't fall asleep.
Oh my god. And there goes one 2nd level.
It was a great idea, though.
Mm.
It was.
Okay.
Shame it didn't work.
I'm gonna stab one of these eating then.
Okay. Before you do that, Dusted Vargo, are you moving anywhere else?
Not yet, I think. That will be the next round.
I mean, you are very close to the edge there.
Yeah, that will not be my chose location, correct?
Okay. So
But
you're gonna...
is it this turn that I need to move, or the next one?
Well, I mean, you can move whenever, but this is your free turn. This is your turn of surprise.
You have 30
Then-
feet to move
Yeah.
as you please.
Then I will go. I cannot pass through them, can I?
No.
Alright, then I will stand right there.
Okay. Right, then Dusted, your action, your free action.
Am I correct in assuming the magic weapon is a 1 hour concentration and you haven't
Yeah.
broken concentration?
Yeah, you
is
still
correct.
have it. Unless there's been an hour since the last fight.
There has not been an hour, no. It's literally been
9.
10 minutes.
You do have bless at the moment. 'cause
Oh,
she
you
did
cast
it.
bless. Oh,
When
Yeah.
you guys went up, she did it.
Correct.
Who has bless?
so that is 11.
11.
You and Dusted and Yarlena.
Okay.
Alright.
And I'm going to give you a bonus because you are surprised and they don't know you're coming. So yes, you just hit.
And 10 damage to the one in the middle.
The one in the middle. Okay. Right. You sink your rapier into the one in the middle. Yeah, I mean, decent amount of damage, but not enough to bloody him. And as you stick it, its leathery wings sprout out, and it is surprised to be stabbed by you as it screeches out loud and alerts the others around it. Roll for initiative, please.
Oh boy. I'm sad.
Oh dear.
Right, I need to...
Not even that natural 20 lift me up.
Wait 1 second, sorry. So, Valrus, you've updated yours. Varga, you've updated yours. Lunan, you've updated. Yarlena, you've updated. Azaka needs to... She rolls a 12. So this time she goes a little bit faster. Okay, well that's good stuff.
And I guess we reset the round counter.
Thank you. And then... Right, I am going to do them individually.
That's a lot of high rolls, guys.
We are so dead.
Oh my god.
Boy.
Marco, you could always try to sleep the ones down here again.
Oh, wow, that is quite a lot of high rolls, isn't it? Sorry, guys. Oh boy. Well, at least your cleric is going after most of them. Okay, so top of the round is Vargo.
I'm I'm decided. I will try it again.
Sleep?
On that one. Yeah, second level again on that one.
Okay. So then roll your d8s. Or your...
Oh, that's better.
Okay, good job. As it slowly starts moving around... Where is he? Oh wow, that is very good actually. He falls asleep, and as it seems to be wheeling in the air and sees you, and it's about to start tucking its wings behind it for a dive, you just see its beak dip slowly, and all of a sudden it drops out of the air and plummets down to the ground. Let's see if this works. Okay. Yeah. He takes a 115 points of damage as he plummets to the ground with a resounding thud.
Yeah.
Does this count as doing more damage that Jelena did on the ballistas, or does that not count? We need a ruling on this.
No.
I don't think we can count the damage, but we can definitely say it's like one of the easiest kills. No, not the easiest. It's a thorough kill.
Yep.
Only because he
Definitely.
didn't get to roll the damage.
I'm fine with that. Don't worry. I just wished it worked on the other one.
All right. Next, is that your turn?
I believe it is.
And you're happy where you are?
I am.
Alright, in which case, next up then is the other Pterafolk over here. And he is going to... He is going to fly in, and Yelena, he is going to attack you as he comes flying down. He tucks his wings in behind him, and he's going to do a diving attack towards you.
Oh boy.
Now, if a Pterafolk is flying and dives at least 30 feet forward towards a target and then hits the target with a melee attack, a melee weapon attack, the target is frightened until the end of the next turn. And a frightened creature has disadvantages on ability checks and attack rolls. And can't...
No saving throw?
Apparently so.
Alright.
So, he's... With his javelin, he's going to fly in and he's going to attack you in a diving attack.
Oh boy.
And as he comes diving down, wings tucked behind him, javelin tucked in front like a lance, he comes flying past towards you and it gets a 9. I take it that misses.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
And as he does that, he flies past you again out to about here. You can use your reaction to get a attack at him if you want.
Oh hell yeah. She's gonna do that. Where is it?
Short sword?
Yeah.
Attack of opportunity. So as you swing and as he passes by, yep. You just manage to nick him as he passes and misses you. Whack! You hear the screech as he flies past you, and you do 6 points of damage. Okay. Not enough to down him, but it's a start. Right, that's his turn. Next.
Is the one in front of me, I think?
Yes, the one in front of you. She stops eating and turns around, Dusted, and sees you in front of her, and she doesn't have any weapons in her hand, so she is going to attack you with bite and 2 claws. She bites at you with a 6. 1 claw, she gets to 23.
Hits.
You take 8 points of slashing damage. And the other claw, she gets a 17.
That misses, just.
Okay. Sort of scrapes off your armor, or you just manage to dodge out the way. And you can see bits of decaying flesh elf dripping from her beak as she looks at you with screeching hatred in her eyes. That's her turn. The next one is the other one over here, and this one is going to amble forward. I'm going to say it can't see any of you there yet, so it's going to move next to the one over here. and it's going to try and attack you as well. Which means, Lunan, you... It's entering combat, it's not exiting combat.
It's exiting for opportunity attacks.
But for an opportunity, it does move within you, so... Let's first do the attacks on Dusted. 13.
Misses.
19.
Hits.
That's 3 points of slashing damage from the claw. And a 17 is a miss as well.
Miss, so 3 damage.
Yeah. Lunan, you can take an opportunity attack if you would like.
I think it's if you leave.
Yeah.
I thought, it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is.
Okay.
Unless he has Sentinel Feet.
Alright. I thought so, but that's cleared up then. Then in which case, it is my other one. And this one is going to make a diving attack at you, Yolena, as he comes flying down towards you. With his javelin. He gets a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, you take 6 points of damage.
I think I need to roll a concentration as well.
Yes,
Yes, you will.
And you have a D4 extra.
Good. It's a. Oh yeah, it's a con save. What am I on about?
Oh, nice. Alright,
Yes.
so you maintain your concentration, no problem. You've used your reaction for your opportunity, so you won't be able to attack him again, right?
Yeah.
So as he does, he dive bombs you and then he flies past you, which means you get disadvantage on your next. You're frightened.
Oh no.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability to attack while the source of its fear is within line of sight.
So she turns away. She's fine.
So, I mean, yeah, technically you could do, couldn't you? So for this one, if you attack him, you've got disadvantage. Okay. Why is that closed down? Oh yes. Right, and that is his. Next up then is Azaka. And she climbs out of the hidey hole. She's actually going to come out over there and she's going to move behind these two. Right there. And she is going to draw her scimitar and attack the one that is already damaged. She actually gets to make 2 scimitar attacks.
is she flanking?
She is, but she doesn't need it. She gets 18 on the first attack and a 23 on the second. So she gets 6 for the first slash and 9 for the second. That's 15. Ooh. Okay. It is definitely bloodied, and it looks like the one that she's attacked over here is on its last legs. And that is her movement. Next. Okay, this one moves around. I'm going to move him off the map because he moves behind here and you can't see him. Lunan, it is your turn.
Seeing that he is on his verge of dying, I think it's time for the bells to ring for him.
Okay.
I would like
Nice.
him to have a constitution, wisdom check.
Wisdom.
It's a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't have to worry about, because you're concentrating on.
On the sword, magic weapon.
Alright, he rolls a 15 for his wisdom check.
He makes it again.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Do you want to move, or are you still going to stay in cover?
I'm standing up giving Dusted a flanking bonus on this guy.
Okay. Anything else?
No, nothing I can do really.
Alright, in which case then next up is Yarlena. And after Yarlena it will be the Pterafolk flying around over here. Go on, Yarlena, what's the plan?
She's no longer pulling up. What's her face? She's gonna run over to here and try and also stab this one.
The one just in front of you?
Yeah.
Alright. In which case, roll to hit.
Oh my god. I'm falling very badly today.
Oh
Who
dear.
are you?
What have you done with Rachel today?
boy.
Yeah, unfortunately that's going to be a miss. Even with Bless.
Yeah. That's okay.
Wouldn't there be a big flanking bonus though?
Oh, that is so the 1, 2, 3. Let's just double check. There is a flanking bonus. Because you're on 3 sides. I am pretty sure that is. Where is my document? Sorry, guys.
If I
Flanking.
recall correctly, it's
3
Plus
sides. 3 sides is
Plus
plus 3. From 4 sides is plus 5. So you get plus 3. Which takes it up to 9, is it? And then bless. Now you need, roll your bless. 10. Okay, so yes, sorry, that does miss. You had a chance. You had a chance.
Get all the ones out
Okay.
right now.
All right. Anything else?
I don't think so. I don't think I have anything that's a bonus action that's useful.
All right then. In which case, it is the Pterafolk next, followed by Dusted, and this one is going to circle around this way to about here. He's a good 50 feet out from you. That is his turn. It is Dusted next.
I would like to attack the one to my east, the one that's surrounded.
Mm-hmm. The one, this one here.
The red outline one, yeah.
Okay, the one that's been unscathed.
Yeah, and it's mainly to mark it.
Okay.
So that's a 17 without any bonuses.
Yep, that definitely hits.
And then 13 damage.
13. Nice.
And if it survives, it's marked. So if it attacks anyone but me, it has disadvantage to the attack.
Okay, so then let's put a disadvantage marker on it just in case. Alright. It is bloodied. Just so you know, it's taken 50% damage. Is that your turn?
From where I'm standing, yeah.
Alright. In which case then it is Valrus.
He will climb out of cover, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And using 2 sorcery points, gonna cast Chaos Bolt on one of the flying ones. How close are the two? The purple and the green, light blue one.
This one has just shot past. He's about 30 feet away, and this one is 50 feet away.
Okay, but they're close to each other.
Yeah, they're about 15 feet apart, 10, 15 feet apart.
We'll try and hit the purple one with Chaos Bolt.
Okay. Are you still using sorcery points
Yes.
to...
Do it with a bonus action.
Okay. So, a 10, you're also blessed. You will need a...
He's not blessed.
Oh, you're not? A 10 will
No.
miss, unfortunately.
Well, then I'll use my action to try it again.
Do you still have your inspiration?
I don't believe so.
I think a lot of people used it in the choking fumes downstairs.
Oh yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, in which case that chaos bolt misses.
Do you need to roll for the two of them? You were twinning it, correct?
No, I cast it as a bonus, but I can try and cast it again.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do that. I'm not sure what happened.
That's alright, it's slowly catching up.
Slowly.
Slowly.
But if Chaos Bolt is a spell and you cast it as a bonus, then as your action you can only cast a cantrip, isn't that right?
I believe so.
Ah, okay. Never mind then. I'll cast Firebolt instead.
Mm-hmm. Alright, in which case then...
I don't know why
Roll...
it's not rolling.
Try it now.
I'm not. Oh, there.
Christ.
Oh my god.
So,
Fantastic rolls.
that's alright, 2 4s or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, your Chaos Bolt and your Firebolt both sail wide, unfortunately. Do you want to move or do anything?
No, can't do anything.
Are you got no movement, you're okay on the edge there, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, at the end of the round then, it is this Pterafolk who is looking awful, and as she turns, she's going to attack Azaka. She's going to go for a bite. 19 will hit. The claw misses. And the other claw misses. Okay, so she claws, reaches in and bites, and as she moves in, you can see, let's just roll some damage here. 2d4 plus 2, 7 points. She leans in and takes a big chunk out of Azaka's neck, and as she pulls and yanks, you mysteriously, Azaka doesn't seem to flinch at all. And the Pterafolk in front of her lets out an incredible shriek. And instead of moving, she starts creating chaos with her and jumping and shaking her head and spits on the ground. At which point, some of the other Pterafolk around her start joining in. And we'll move to the top of the next round then. Fargo, it is your turn.
Alright, so what is that Pterafolk doing?
Which one?
The one who just got their turn. They're making a ruckus.
Yes. Why has she disappeared all of a sudden? So she bit Azaka's neck, and from where you are, you can see her bewildered and spit, and then start cawing like a hungry baby bird waiting for its next meal, jumping up and down on her feet, creating a bit of a scene. The one next to, on either side of her, also starts to mimic the same sound.
Alright, not having any of this.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at Azaka, Lunan and Varys, Margot will cast Bless on them.
Oh, okay. On Lunan and on Vargo.
No, Lunan, Varys, and Azaka.
Sorry. Okay.
So everyone is blessed.
Everybody is blessed. And bless is a concentration, yeah?
That's correct.
Alright. Anything else you're going to do this turn?
Nope.
Okay. In which case then, next up is me, and it is this Pterafolk one over here. And he is going to wheel around. And he lands right over there. And starts beating his wings and shrieking and crying, and you can see he's also causing a ruckus from where he is over there. And in response, two Pterafolk that you haven't seen appear. Their wings start to spread out as the ground moves, and what looks like a nest within the bushes starts to break apart as one of the Pterafolks starts to rise and stand up. His wingspan is about 15 to 20 feet long. He's bigger than the rest, and he turns around, and Dusted, mind you, Valrys, Yarlena, and Lunan, you can see him straight away. He's got a scar running from the top of his eye on the one side all the way down through his beak, which is cracked, healed horribly, and the scar continues to run down his chest, where you can see the scar tissue is knitted together in a thin red line sticking out from his green leathery hide. Clearly he's one of the bigger Pterafolk. And he turns around and eyes you all up, and in front of him another one steps forward, which looks a little bit more, dare I say, feminine, if a Pterafolk could. Looks to be potentially his mate. They too join the fray. Okay, then is it this one? No, it's this one here. Right. Dusted. This Pterafolk over here in front of you leaves combat and moves straight next to Azaka. You can get an attack of opportunity if you want.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Use reaction to attack it.
Okay, off you go.
That is a 23 plus 1, so
That definitely hits. Roll for your damage.
and 10 damage.
10 damage, nice. Ignoring the damage entirely, this Pterafolk then charges at Azaka. Basically does a shove attack straight at her. Firstly with one of its claws, and gets a 17, which hits Azaka. So when shoving, you use your attack action to make a shove, and instead of making an attack roll, you make an athletics check contested by the target's athletics or acrobatics. Okay, so that 17 was a roll. Let's just go on to Azaka's, and she is going to roll an athletics in response. Oh, and she fails.
She's
Gets a
definitely
5.
shoved.
Okay, she gets shoved out to there. It then attacks her twice afterwards as well. Because apparently if you got multiple attacks, you can only use a shove once.
Right.
So
Rule-wise, yeah.
I
I think you're allowed to shove more than once, but if you have a multi-attack, you have to choose to shove or do the multi-attack, as in several attacks. If you have 2 attacks, you can choose to do 1 shove or 2 shoves. or to attack.
I thought you choose between your attack action or your soap action
So
when you.
it says shoving a creature. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them.
Yeah, and you can do it for all of your attacks.
So,
But some creatures have something that's called multi-attack.
yeah.
Then you have to choose to either do multi-attack or a shove.
So the Pterafolk have got multi-attack. They either make 3 attacks with their natural weapons or 2 attacks with a javelin. Which means I'm only going to let her shove once, but she's going to get another attack with a bite.
Okay.
So I'll take the last one out. So she shoves and bites at the same time, and the bite lands. But again, Azaka seems to shrug off the damage. Then the next one, in the middle over here, is going to turn and ignore Dusted, Yolena, Vargo, and Lunan, and dash forward to attack and shove Azaka. Anyone who's got a reaction can make their attack of opportunity if they want.
Only Vargo can do that because it doesn't leave Jelena's or Lunan's sphere of influence. So
I mean, do I even bother?
I don't know.
you might as well.
It's taken 13 points.
Nah, reactions are valuable, man. We will see.
Not only that, but it gets... Go on.
I don't.
Okay. Alright then. It is going to do a shove attack. Unfortunately, it's a disadvantage, isn't it?
No, because it's not within 5 feet of me, so it's just normal strength, athletics to shove.
I rolled a 17 on both, so I rolled the same thing. And let's roll for Azaka. Okay, she gets a 17 as well. Right, I'm going to... So Azaka doesn't get shoved. Okay, that's that one's turn. Then next up is this Pterafolk one over here, and he flies out and he is going to turn and do a dive bombing attack on Azaka and try and shove her as well. And that's with the... Alright, well, he only gets a 10, but if she rolls lower, she gets a 16, that's fine. Okay, and it zooms past as it does that and flies up. I'll say it's around about there. Then next is Azaka, and she...
did she get an attack of opportunity in that one?
For Valrus?
No, Azaka, on the one that attacked her.
Yes, sorry. She's next as well, so... She rolls a 19 on her attack of opportunity, and that's a d6 for the scimitar. So she does 7 points.
Alright.
As it flies past, so that's the first damage it takes. And then she's got 2 attacks, so she is going to attack the one in front of her here with her 2 attacks. She gets a 12 for the first one, so that just hits. And that
Also
does,
have the blessing.
and that does 6 points. And she rolls a 7 for the second one, and with a blessing, she gets a 4. That's 11, isn't it?
Yeah, not flanking bonus because of Lunan, correct?
And it is Not flanking bonus, no. If Lunan was directly behind opposite, then it would be.
Alright. Alright.
So she only hits the one time. And what I said she did? 6 points of slashing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one is now on 19 damage, and it is definitely bloodied. That
Quick question: did
Yes.
the one that is in front of her that I marked, did it hurt her at all, or did it only try to shove her?
only tried to shove her.
Okay, check. Oh, thank you.
Right, then next up is the purple one from up here. And that one is going to appear around there for now. It's going to move up to there. Alright, Lunan, your turn.
Would I have disadvantage shooting a firebolt?
At
This guy?
no, I think you'll be fine.
Then I would like to shoot a firebolt at.
At the one at the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Finally.
Oh, yes.
And that's a crit. So what's your firebolt damage? A d6, d10.
Here's the damage.
Do 2d10. Well, I mean...
Is your firebolt normal damage 2d10?
No, it's 1d10.
Oh,
it's 1d10, but...
but it was a crit.
Okay, so you automatically do the crits are automatically the maximum for the first attack.
True.
So you do 10 plus, then you get to roll your d10.
Sorry. It was.
So 10 plus either 5, or you can re-roll the d10.
I will just re-roll it, unless you. Yeah, 5. Perfect.
Or 5, yeah. same difference.
Nice. Okay. In which case, you decide to cast a firebolt and fling it at the Pterafolk in the corner over there, and bam! The flames sort of erupt as it screeches, bursts into flame, and drops down to its knees, dead.
Nice.
Right.
And I think I'm moving up to this
Mm-hmm.
to make some space.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright, so then next up is Yarlena, followed by 2 Pterafolk and Dusted Coal.
Okie dokie. She's gonna. I'm trying. Oh, I think I can actually get it from here. Yeah. She's gonna cast Green Flame Blade
Okay.
and attack the one in front of Lunan.
Uh-huh. The one between Lunan and Azaka.
Yeah.
I take it you're going to move the flame to the one in front of Lunan.
Yes.
Okay, so you get +3 on your attack because of the flanking bonus.
Hope that I actually hit this time. Oh.
That definitely hits even without the bless. Okay, good job.
So that's the damage for the normal one.
That's the damage for the sword and the initial flame blade, isn't it?
Yeah, and then the other. Oh, what is it? A D8.
The other just takes the spellcasting modifier, yeah.
Plus D8. That's it. Yeah.
And then the other
Now
one.
that's level 5.
Oh,
It's only spellcasting. It's only spellcasting modifier.
Yeah.
Before that,
okay. Yeah. Okay. Ignore the 2. It's a 4 for the one that's in front of Lunan.
Okay.
Yes! Oh!
Right,
Oh,
Two for
well,
one.
Yeah, in one smack of your sword, you manage to take out both of them. Um,
Whew.
yeah, good job. Do you want to move anywhere?
Um, she'll just move over here,
Okay.
getting ready to stare down whatever's going on over there.
All right. Then if that's your turn, I've got 2 Pterafolk next, followed by Dusted Coal. So the first one over
Yeah,
here.
a big one.
This one is going to fly down, and Valrus, it's going to attack you. It's going to fly in and do a dive bomb attack, and that's with the javelin, and he gets an 11.
Does not hit.
Wow.
Wow.
Alright.
Okay, and he flies past you. Do you want to take an opportunity attack?
Might as well. I think I can just punch him unless I can take out a weapon instantly. I'll just do an unarmed strike
Yeah,
against him,
it's
I
a
guess.
reaction, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
well, 15
No,
hits. Jeez,
15.
like. Okay, nice.
Do you do any damage?
Should do.
2 points of damage.
I think it's only your strength.
No, it's,
Oh,
it's,
is it?
it's 1 plus your strength modifier, so I think you're -1, so it's just a 0.
Oh, okay. Well, in that
That's
case,
what I
no, I
thought.
guess
Yeah.
not.
Kitty Cat Claws deal 1d4.
Okay.
Just slap it in the ass.
Well, then I don't try and hit him, I guess.
You managed to give him a spank on the bottom as he flies past.
Sure.
All right. Right then. Next up is this one. I'm going to actually do.
Oh my
that
God.
As it comes out, due to the size of him, I might make him a little smaller, but he leaps forward, flaps his wings, and then manages to drop. Let me custom size. Custom size. Let's go 8. Yeah, that's much better. All right. Flaps his wings a little bit, and Yelena, he lands right next to you as he comes down with a beak attack.
Oh no. Is he attacking her?
He's attacking you.
If he's attacking Yala, she's gonna use a reaction to cast what's it called? Shield as a react. I think it's not shield. It's the reaction.
Yeah.
It is shield.
Yeah, it's seal. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna cast shield as a reaction
Okay.
because he looks very mean and not a fan of that.
No problem. He gets a 17. What does shield give you?
Plus 5, so it'll miss.
Okay,
So 19.
as he leans in with his bite attack, he leaps forward and comes down with his beak. You pop your hands up quickly and cast shield, and his beak just rebounds off this invisible bluish force barrier. Boom! And he lets out a loud screech. But that is his turn. Dusted Coal, you're up.
No self-preservation here. Jumping into battle with the big guy.
Oh, okay. So you move forward into battle, and
Marking him with a melee attack.
okay,
If I can hit him, though.
okay, good to know.
That would be 23?
Oh yeah, that definitely
Plus
hits.
1 plus... yeah, what?
Yeah, that hits. GG.
And that is 7 damage. If I still have the sword, right? Lunan, you haven't
Yes,
lost...
yes.
Yeah.
I haven't been hit.
Alright, 7 damage. It sort of shrugs off the damage and just glares at Yarlena still. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright.
And oh yeah, it's marked. It's marked, so it has disadvantage if it doesn't attack me until the end of my next turn.
Until the end of your next turn. Okay. Let's go. Right. Check. Then we're at Valrus.
Let's move 15 feet over there.
Mm-hmm.
And try again and attack the big one.
Okay. What are you using?
Same as last time.
Your fist.
Yes. No, oh, it's another 4. Never mind, I don't do anything.
You have Bliss. Roll for Bliss.
Yeah, roll a d4 for bless, you never know.
True. We'll see.
There you go.
12.
I think.
Okay, yeah, you hit. Just.
Oh, barely.
You actually hit him. So,
God,
as you lean,
3 ones.
running, firing off your Chaos Bolt like Iron Man, sticking out his hands.
Oh, that's
Oh my god, yes.
Bloody
Nice.
hell.
That's a
Very good.
D6 as well to that, and that. I'll make that. Well, it ends up being thunder damage.
Don't something special happen as well?
Yeah, it leaps off to, let's say, the pink one right behind him.
Bear with me while
So-
I quickly send
So I'd
the
have to
Chaos
roll.
Bolt.
Another attack.
It is one of those wonderful spells that are just random as fuck.
Yeah.
So it's-
Potentially bounce around forever.
So it's a thunder damage, and if you roll the same number, you can hit a different creature within 30 feet of it, and
Yeah.
you make an attack roll against the new target, and the new damage roll as well.
And it can
If
leap
you roll
further.
the same number on both d8s, the energy leaps to a different one within 30 feet. Make a new attack roll against a new target. And new damage. Okay, so you get another attack roll.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Jesus!
Okay.
What was the pink one his mate? Because if you just killed his mate, you're dead.
Oh god!
Alright. So 16 and
Oh,
7 is
no.
23. That's how much the big one took. Then you leap
Yeah.
it to its mate. Now automatically
Mhm.
it takes 16 points of damage because of the crit.
Plus the 1d6 as well.
Yeah.
Because it does 2d8 and 1d6.
So it automatically takes 22 points from the crit, and now you get to roll normal damage, yes?
Yeah.
Oh god.
So there we go. That's 8. And
8.
30. So 30.
and there should be another d6.
Okay, and
Wow. Wow.
That's not rolling for some reason.
Like it matters at this point. Jesus Christ.
okay, so
It doesn't work. I don't know. It's not rolling. Whatever.
Valrus comes running out from cover after just being charged with a javelin about 15 feet, and as he's looking, he throws his hands forward to cast Chaos Bolt on this big one, flies forward, and BAM! Just manages to hit the creature, dealing maximum damage as the Chaos Bolt erupts on the inside and leaps to his mate behind him, obliterating.
he's dead.
What damage was it? Lightning or thunder?
Cool.
Thunder.
Cold or poison? When the,
Ah,
on his
yes.
mate, on the mate, it's poison or cold. So he makes an icicle of her, or you, I don't know. Jesus.
Valrus,
I'm
which one
scared
is
of
it?
using. I'd be scared to use poison on Eric. Anything, I think. So I'll go cold.
So cold. Doing 30 points of cold damage straight behind, you notice the Chaos Bolt freezes her, and all of a sudden, because it's so hot around the area, she bursts and shatters into tiny little shards. A screech erupts from the Pterafolk leader as he hears this and feels the splinters spreading out everywhere from behind him, and his eyes turn to
Oh my
fixate
God.
on you, Valrus.
Oh boy.
Is that your turn, or do you want to move some more?
I cannot move anymore.
Okay. That one's dead. So let's delete that one. Right. This one over here then moves forward. Having seen this, let me just quickly decide. Okay. Leaps forward and jumps off the edge and takes flight and pulls out, and you can see it wheel around. All eyes on Valrus, as it looks like it's preparing next round to do a bombing attack on you.
Cool.
Alright, then. Presses F frantically. Top of the round. Round 3. It is Fargo.
So how is the big one looking?
The big one is looking okay. I'll say he's about bloodied, actually. He's looking he's looking severely pissed off as well. No, doesn't have any eyes for you at all. He's just staring daggers at Valrus right now.
All right. I think. Yeah, looking, they are kind of okay around there. Bardo turns back and looks at this one and fuck it, he's gonna cast a sleep again at first level though.
Sleep at first level, okay.
On that one.
Yes. That one's slightly damaged. Alright then. You need to roll for the hit point amount, don't you?
Yes, 5d8.
5d8.
Please. I don't know.
23. Okay.
Is that enough?
As you casting sleep, you're taking a look. The Pterafolk itself is actually moving slightly closer to you, and slowly but surely you see its beak nod as it dips and it drops out of the sky, asleep. Please
Fuck
roll.
yeah.
Why don't you roll 30d6 for me, please?
Sure, I do this every morning. One moment. There you go.
Yeah, he definitely dies as he drops out of the sky. 96 points of damage.
All right.
There's probably no coming back from that. So, anything else?
Yeah, Bargo will move right there.
Okay. As you move in towards the tower on top of the underneath the beacon, you notice that there is a tremendous amount of heat coming from above where the fire is actually pushing down on top of you. Inside the tower, you also notice crude nests scattered around on the floor, litters and pallets as well. There are 4 mouldy wooden chests lying around in this area. Alright, that is what you see.
Alright.
Next up then. Okay, is this Pterafolk over here. Valrus, Yarlena, Justed, you can see him as well. He jumps off the cliff and disappears from view as he flies in circles around. That's his turn. Next up is Azaka, and having been bitten a couple of times, all of a sudden Azaka drops to her knee. She starts her head clicks down to the side and she drops the scimitar on the floor as she kneels forward and her hands hit the ground with a thump, a loud resounding thump, and all of a sudden you notice her skin begins to start transforming and sprouting hair, long yellow and black striped hair all over her body. As you're looking, who actually can see her first? Lunan, as you notice out of the corner of your eye, a tail sprouts out. Her face begins to change and crack, and her mouth, jaw forms into more of a snout, as all of a sudden fangs on the top and the bottom appear, and you hear this and in her place a 6-foot long, 4-foot high tiger appears to stand. As she stands on her 2 hind legs and lets out a billowing roar. It is now your turn, Lunan.
I will go for this guy. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Firebolt.
Okay, so you are going to cast Firebolt.
Yes.
That definitely
Ooh.
hits. Definitely hits. Wow, the spellcasters seem to be doing some damage today.
Oh, nice. It landed on 8. Oh, there.
Very good. Okay.
And then I move up to get my back free.
Okay. Which way are you facing?
Hi there.
I'm facing south. I guess. Wait, let me see.
With
Yeah,
your-
south.
Okay, with your back against the structure.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, then next up is Yarlena.
Yeah, she's just gonna try and hit the big one, noticing how it's staring at Varus.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she's gonna.
Alright then.
Just trying to think of something I can use on it, but I don't think there is. She'll use a booming blade, just in case it does move.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. In case he goes for Barry's. Yeah.
Yeah, so she'll use that. It won't let me post it to the game log, but I think it's just when they move, they take 1d8 thunder damage.
So.
If it willingly moves.
Uh-huh.
So I'll only if I hit my timer, which does not look likely.
Oh my.
Oh my god!
Oh dear.
Don't worry,
even with Bless, that's gonna be a hard sell.
It's a 1.
Don't-
It's a automatic.
don't worry.
No matter what.
And it's an
Every
actual
other-
one.
Oh
yeah, it is.
Not
Oh,
going
yeah.
very well.
Don't worry. Every other day you have carry us. Today we carry you. Don't worry. We are a team.
She's not having a good day today.
Okay, fair enough. However, you know, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's. I guess she will just move a bit more in the way between
Oh,
it
good
and,
point.
it
Okay.
and Varus.
Alright, so you're going to move across to that one over there. Cool.
Yeah.
Right. In which case, then, the next turn, it is my Pterafolk, who's just been hit with Firebolt. And it's going to fly down, and as it circles, it's going to land and right there and attack Azaka. It is going to try and do a shove as well. And then it's going to try and back away if the shove doesn't work. Okay, so it gets a 15. And Azaka rolls, and she gets a 5. So, if the target must be no more than one size larger than you, if you succeed, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you. And it's going to push her 5 feet straight off the edge as it moves towards the edge over there.
Oh no.
Let's.
Oh, come on.
Does she get a saving throw or something? No. DM.
Shoot.
Does Vargo see her fall?
Yeah, you. Oh, you know what? I've just realized she's exhausted every single ability roll she's been doing is supposed to be with a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Because she was shoved once or twice before and she made it. Anyway, so go on, Vargo. You've got a reaction, have you?
Yeah, but it depends. If I see her, the Pterafolk shove her.
It lands just on the corner, and you're in there. You've taken in the room, so I'm gonna say probably not. But I'll let you roll a perception check if you want.
Oh,
No pressure. No pressure.
Oh,
there you go. Well, there goes my last spell, Featherfall on Azaka. I like her.
Okay. So you're gonna cast Featherfall. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it touch? No, it can't be
60
touch.
feet.
No.
60 feet.
Mm.
And it is a reaction, so you can choose up to 5 creatures within range. Duration 1 minute.
Might as well give it. Oh no, it's falling creatures.
Okay. No problem. So, yes. Azaka gets pushed off the edge, and you manage to use your reaction to cast Featherfall on her as she drops out of the sky and disappears from view. Lunan, you notice over there the Pterafolk with a nod and a grunt turns and then uses the rest of his movement to move over to there.
Yep.
Okay, next up then is the big guy. He is going to... Yelena, he's going to try and shove you out the way so he can get to Valrus.
Oh my god, he's pissed.
Now, it's a disadvantage, isn't it? Because
It's on attack only. So since it's a shove action, I don't think it's an attack.
No, yeah, he uses his attack action to shove.
Because a shove uses an attack action, I'm going to say it is actually...
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
So it's the advantage, yeah.
So,
the thing that's not a disadvantage is the athletics check.
So he rolls... Well, mind you, it is a... You need to make a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics or dex acrobatics.
Yeah, in case the shove attack hits.
So, Yelena, I need you to roll either a strength or an acrobatics check, please. You need to beat a 6.
I think they end up being about the same. Oh my god! It was on an 18 and it rolled over.
Are you serious?
Okay.
I assume blast doesn't work on these.
But
I can't remember if
Wait,
it
but
did.
wait, the shove didn't hit, correct?
It's not a
No,
hit.
but shove.
It's a
Shove is
it's
just ability contest.
Yeah, just an ability
Oh.
contest. So,
Alright.
Yeah, it's
he
just,
shoves you 5 feet back and moves in to the area between... He's still within attacking range, so Dusted, you don't get an opportunity attack, but that is his action. Dusted, it is now your turn, and he is flanked. You get a minimum of +2 bonus.
You are such an annoying little gremlin, not paying enough attention to me. So I'm gonna attack you again. Since he didn't deal damage to Galena, I don't get my special attack, which is annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I clicked away. Sec.
That's
I,
okay.
I like how still Dusted is the only one taking damage.
Didn't Galena take like 6 damage at one point?
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, I did. Oh, oops.
Oh, you
So I,
do
thought,
like
I think I'm not the only one, thankfully. But she's taking like 1 damage because her temporary hit points or something stupid like that.
Not temporary. So actual hit points.
Yeah, she took 1, but she had 5 temporary. So 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. 100%.
Look at me, beastie. Look at me. 8 damage, yeah.
8 damage. Alright.
And marked again.
And
Focus
marked
on
again.
me, beastie.
Alright. Do you want to move? Anything else? Check for concentration.
Yeah, it's because you took damage. That's correct.
Oh, what?
In any
Cool.
case, DC is 10 and you got bless. So
Who's checking for concentration?
Jarlena, because she took damage. I think the end division
Oh.
does it automatically when
Before
you
Yeah, 'cause
load.
I was editing
Oh, yeah.
my hit points, so
beforehand. Got you.
I'd forgotten to do it.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna move there.
Okay, then next up, Valrus. It is your turn, and your number 1 fan is in front of you.
Well, I'll create 3 other me's for my number 1 fan, I guess, and cast a mirror image.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
awesome.
And that's all I can do, I believe.
You can move!
Well, I can move, but it's only 15 feet, and I don't really want to get hit by this thing, so I'll go, like, over there.
Move next to Dusted.
Yep.
Okay, so can you send the mirror image spell to the game log, please?
Yeah.
Gives him 3 illusions that when you hit him, you have to roll if you hit him or an illusion. If you hit an illusion, 1 illusion disappears.
Yeah, I just wanted to double check on the roll. You must roll 6 or higher to change, because there's 2 duplicates 8 or higher. Okay, we'll get to that when he attacks you next round. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay, in which case then it is this Pterafolk over here, and he is going to fly in, and Yolena, he is going to land and attack you twice with his javelin.
Okay.
Right, first one is a 15.
I think that hits. Yes, it does.
11 points.
Oh boy.
And the second one's a 20.
Yeah, they both hit.
And that one is 5 points. So he hits you for a total of 16.
Jesus.
And that is his turn.
Oh, I need to do a
Concentration check times 2. Save. Nice. Here come the big numbers.
all on the. There we go.
Alright. All of the big numbers straight away. When that matters. Done.
Galena is back.
Yeah. Right. Top of the round then. It is Vargo.
Oh, what do I do?
Oopsie.
Do I get a clear line of sight on the big guy.
Yeah, I mean, you could move slightly sideways and you would do, yes.
Then I will firebolt it.
Okay.
There you go. Plus bless. So plus 34. And 2. So Vargo puts up his hand and between all his companions cast a small firebolt just right
Perfect.
to his.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits. You got a 14 altogether, yes?
Correct.
Yeah. And he's pretty...
4, 6.
6 points. And he's pretty big, so, you know, it's going to be quite difficult to miss him, really. He's still standing, though. Anything else?
That will be all, I think.
Okay. I'm going to take Azaka off because she is now no longer around. So next up is Lunan.
I think I will imitate Vargo and go for the big guy.
Okay, with the firebolt.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll see if this works. That was bad rolls. 10 in total.
You have a D4 plus.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
he
included.
He has included it, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
A 3, a 1 plus 6 is 10. That unfortunately is a miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay put.
Alright then. Staying put. Then next up is Yolena.
She's gonna try and attack the small one.
The small
Came
one? The small one that is undamaged, that has just hit you twice.
Yes.
Okay.
And I probably pray that she actually hits it this time. Oh, thank God.
Wow. 18 plus 5, 23. Yeah, you definitely hit. 9 points.
There we go.
Okay, excellent.
That will be it. I think that's all I've got, really. I probably should have done Booming Blade, but I forgot.
Okay. Right then, next up is the one out here on the outskirts. He's taken 6 points of damage already, and he is going to fly in, and he's going to land next to here. And Dusset, he's going to attack you twice with his javelin.
Go for it.
Oh, the first one is an 8,
Miss.
and the second is a 14.
Miss.
2 misses. Okay. Right. Then the next one is over here. And this one is going to attack you, Vargo.
What?
Because he did a shove, knocked her off. Yeah, he's going to do bite, claw on you.
That's fair.
16 for a bite.
Miss.
The first claw is a 10.
No.
Oh, and the second claw is a 10. He misses 3 times. Now I'm rolling terribly.
I parry him with my
Balance is
with
restored.
my. I parry him with my focus, with my arcane focus.
Mm-hmm.
Like no.
Dodge, dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Alright. Valrus. The big guy. In front of you. Duster, did you mark him last round?
Yes, and it's within 5 feet of me, so it has disadvantage on all its attacks
Well,
on Velvet.
he's definitely going for Valrus. He's going to first try and bite you.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a 7.
Oh, okay.
He's going to claw you. He gets a 5. And his other claw, he gets a 9.
I won't even bother rolling for the clones thing because they miss the AC anyways.
All 3 misses.
Yep.
Okay, that's his turn. Then,
Bless you, Dusted.
then it is Dusted Cole.
And Dusted, in sort of like prideful resignation, is going to keep hitting the big one to try and get him to pay attention to him.
Okay. Even though you didn't kill his mate, that's no problem at all.
Exactly, he's definitely like furiously like, boy, over here.
Alright, so, rapier in hand, you strike forward. Whoa. And you
Roll
get-
that bless.
Roll that bless, baby, because you need a 4.
He's flanking.
That's a
He's
10. That's a
flanking bad.
10. That's 10 and 12.
That misses, unfortunately.
Even with the
whoa,
flanking, yeah.
Wait. 9, 10, yeah, that's 11. With the flanking, you'd like just miss. The rapier skitters off his
Don't
leathery
forget the
hide.
+1.
12. 12 is the magic number. Alright.
If he got the +2 flanking, he hits because he has a +1 as well.
Oh, you've got the +1 on your sword, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh shit, yeah, you do. You rolled
God.
8. Yeah, okay, you hit. Just as the rapier skitters off, starts to skitter off the leather, one of the folds in his wings, it just catches and sinks straight into his leather wing. How do you kill him? In the words of
Nice.
Matthew Mercer, how do you want to do this?
In sort of resigned frustration, when it keeps snapping after Valrus, he's going to try and skewer it through the head with the rapier when it snaps after Valrus. Because the turns are almost next to each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just after his attacks, he's going to launch his rapier forward and trying to skewer him through the face.
So,
Through the-
as he claws twice for Valrus and misses horribly and lunges over with the beak, you see his beak moving forward. As it just misses, it comes closer to you. And lunging forward, the rapier kind of skitters off its beak and hits him in the eyeball as it sinks deep into the back of its brain. The eye sort of blinks, gets stuck on the blade, and its head collapses down to the ground, followed by its body. It doesn't even have a chance to scream. It just lets out a little whimper as it falls face first into the dirt in front of you.
And Dusted will use the rest of his movement trying to pull his rapier out. Again.
One clawed foot on its face, yeah, yanking the rapier out. I turn to Valrus, who comes up next. Give him a little wink.
Yep. He is going to attempt parkour over the now dead giant Pterafolk and use grab the one in front of him with shocking grasp.
Oh, okay. Go on then. I'm not going to make you roll
Yeah.
for parkour, but
Alright.
wow. That's a pretty decent roll. 18.
See if the damage is decent. Alright.
What did Sucking Grasp do?
It's just lightning damage. If they are in full metal armor, it's advantage on hit.
Ah,
And
that's
also,
right.
and also something, they cannot attack you if you move away from them. Something like that.
Maybe. I'll have to check. Oh, it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn. Even better.
That's not
Oh yeah,
bad.
that's good. So you can move. Anyone can move away from it. Yeah.
Yeah,
In that
so-
case, I'll take a step back as well.
Okay, so you retreat out of combat. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Alright. Right, then it's my one with attacking Yarlena. And
Oh no.
he is going to attack you with his javelin. 16.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
All right, you take 5 points of damage.
This is getting dangerously close.
And the second attack, he is going to try and shove you close to the edge. Oh, you have to check for concentration. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, you managed to make it. Right, then. Athletics, you need to beat a. Oh wait, hold on. My bad. I rolled the attack. Oh.
That just got worse. I can try. I don't. It's very unlikely, but
You've
I'll
still got
roll
blessed,
it.
don't you?
Come on,
It doesn't work on them.
you're Jarlena.
Ability checks.
No.
Wow, you got very close. 18, that's a very good roll. But he ends up shoving you 5 feet backwards out of range. And with that, he is going to leap off and take flight again. And it looks like he's going to be circling around for another dive bomb. Right. It is top of the next round. Do you want to finish this combat, or do you want to call it quits for the night? You've got 3 Pterafolk.
I'm okay with whatever, actually.
I'm okay with continuing.
Can we just finish it? Yeah.
Rachel and
Yeah.
Janice?
Yeah,
Shouldn't take too long.
It shouldn't,
it
no.
should be fine.
No.
Okay, in which case then it is Vargo. This could potentially be the last round, boys and girls.
Alright, the one in front of Dusted is wounded, correct?
The one in front of you and Dusted are wounded, yes. All the
Alright.
Pterafolk are wounded.
If I get line of sight, I will firebolt the one in front of Dusted and that one.
Okay, yeah, I mean you can see him, no problem.
Then there you go.
Oh, 16 hits.
4 damage.
4 points of damage. Nice. Alright, he's taken 15, and that means he is now bloodied. Next up is Lunan, followed by Yarlena.
So I don't like the looks of the guy going for a new air attack. I'm gonna hit him with magic missiles, all 3 of them.
Oh, okay. Wow. Right, well, in which case, auto hits. Let's roll for damage.
So 1, 2, 3. So this damage plus 3.
7 points. Nice. As he flies
So
away,
a total of 10 points.
10 points. Nice. And that small barrage of magic missiles that flies into him rattles him in the air, and you can visibly see that he's also bloodied. That your go?
Yes.
Alright then, it's Yelena next up.
She's gonna go around to this one and stab it.
Strategically run behind him and stab him from behind. Okay?
Yes.
You get the +2 flanking.
Oh,
Wow, you definitely don't need it.
here. There we go.
Oh, wow. As Yelena hobbles on 4 hit points into the fray, pulls out her short sword and sinks it into the back of the Pterafolk. The sword cuts him down, and she basically chops him in half.
Oh yeah.
All right, good job. Is that your turn?
I'm trying to think how much movement I used. Is it 5 foot or 10 foot? I
10
think it's 10
foot.
foot.
Yeah.
10 foot. She's gonna use the rest to. She'll go here
Oh,
to get
okay.
ready for the.
Wait. That Pterafolk has its turn next. You do realize that, right?
What is that? There I go.
She's not scared. She'll be fine.
You are more reckless than Dustin will ever be. Jesus Christ!
You put yourself between a Pterafolk and a hole. I mean,
Are you sure you want to go there?
Oh man, I'm feeling like.
Yes.
It's a 5d6 drop down that hole.
Oh, I guess I could get pushed down the hole. I didn't think about that. She'll just stay there
You
and
sure?
look, stare at the other one instead. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
that was close.
Right. In which case, it is the Pterafolk's turn next, and seeing as he missed Vargo 3 times, he's going to try his luck attacking Lunan instead. Oh. Natural 20.
Jesus.
I guess that's a hit.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
you will take 10 plus 7. That's 17 on the first hit.
And DC 13 Constitution for the magic weapon.
Yeah. How do I reduce my... You said 17?
Yep.
Yes.
Damage? Yeah, I'm gonna do the concentration effect afterwards.
The first claw is a 14.
Misses?
Oh, damn it. And the second claw is a 10.
Okay.
Alright.
Those 5 temporary hit points has really been doing well on most people, except for Valvis, who hasn't gotten it yet.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
your
And I lost concentration, so your sword is no longer...
Remember, you have a D4. Ah, well, that doesn't matter. All right.
Oh, true. My D4 is actually added. It's added on saves, right?
Yeah, but the DC is 13, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, plus you've got disadvantage.
No. He took 17
The-
damage on
the
17
DC is
damage, so it's 10. So he can
DC
make it. Yeah.
Oh, correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
my fault.
You roll your d4. Oh, look at that. 12. Okay, so you managed to save your concentration. It's not broken. Right, next up is Dusted Coal.
Dustin's gonna sheath his weapon
Mm-hmm.
and administer a healing potion to Jalena.
Oh, okay. What size of potion is it?
It is a standard healing potion, so that would be 10 health.
10 HP, yeah. So,
Did we all get a potion?
No, I bought them. I made sure to buy them. I mean, the shopping list I gave to Stefan was just basically healing items or things like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So Yelena, you heal up 10 hit points, and Dusted, that's your turn.
I have nothing else. Yeah.
You could move in front of the hole if you want, or are you saving that for Yelena?
I mean, if you really want to Fusroda me, I can, but I don't see any reason why I should.
All right then, Valrus, it's your turn. Go on,
He's
Valrus.
going
There's
to
two
run
more
to the
Pterafolk.
edge and wait for the dive bomb, and as they dive, hopefully cast burning hands. I think they're in range.
So you're gonna hold your action for burning hands.
Well, no, I'll do it now. But
yeah, I mean you're gonna prepare the cast. Obviously he's heading towards you, so he is gonna attack you. And he's basically next. So go ahead and cast burning hands as he comes flying in with his dive bomb attack.
Do that, and here we go.
Bloody hell!
Wow, that's good. Yeah.
Oh,
I get a save, don't I?
Yes.
For half.
A dex.
A dex save, yeah.
I get a 15.
Saves.
He saves.
So that's 10 or 11. No.
So
How do you half it? I think it's
10.
Okay, and as it comes diving in, javelin forward, as it heads straight towards you, the flames come flying towards it, and it does like a little tumble, you know, like you see those F-16 fighter jets dodging missiles. Some of the flames catch it, and as it lands towards in front of you, Felris, all you notice are the charred black remains of a Pterafolk and bones that land in a heap at your legs, still burning.
I wipe off my hands and turn around.
Blow off on your hands. Who's next? Bloody hell, you wrecked him. Alright, is that your turn? Do you want to still move?
I'll take a step back.
Just a step back.
Yep.
Okay, in which case it's top of the round. Round 6 is Vargo.
Alright, so Vargo will drop his shield, grab the Pterafolk by his head, and just cast Toll the Dead right in his head.
Okay.
So wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save coming up. An 11.
Yeah. 1d12. Come on.
It's the first time I've failed to save. 3 points, yeah?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Done. Next up, is that your action? Your go?
Yeah. Yeah, and Vargo is shieldless.
Alright. Next up is Lunan. The Pterafolk is not yet bloodied, just so you know.
I will go for another firebolt at it, point blank. I assume it's disadvantage.
It is, yeah.
Oh, natural one.
Unfortunate. So, 7 misses.
So I will just pay.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Alright then. Next up is Yelena.
We've only got the one. She this time she's gonna run in the way of that hole. She's ready.
Okay.
And she's gonna stab it. Maybe.
So you come running around, intent on sticking your short sword into him. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, you bastard dice.
Plus your bless.
And the flank.
And the flanking, yeah. In fact, you get +3. So, yeah, that actually hits.
Thank God. Oh. She still stabs him, I guess.
Yeah, she still stabs him. 6 points, that's alright. Okay, I take it that's your go?
Yes. That. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Shit!
As you come running in and stab him, it turns to you and it shoves you
I knew it.
with an 18.
Oh my God.
backwards 5
Come on.
feet.
Oh, for
Ouch.
God's sake.
Oh
Every
dear.
time.
Right, you get shoved back 5 feet that way. And that is... It's got one other attack, so it is going to go for... Besides you... Flanking, it's going to go for Lunan, seeing as Lunan was the easiest target. And... 20.
It hits.
You take 4 points of slashing damage. And I need you to roll another concentration check, please.
Will do.
In its bloodied state, it still manages to push Yolena out the way and claw you across the chest, Lunan. As Dusted Coal steps up to do the deed.
This ends now. That's a 17
that is
without the extra bonuses, but that should be enough.
Alright, that hits.
9 damage, and it's
9.
marked if it survive.
May, you are lucky you got that +1 again, because that actually was on the money. Grabbing your rapier, you sink it straight into this last standing Pterafolk, and it looks up in surprise as it sees the metal sink straight through its leathery hide, and it drops down to the ground, dead. Ta-da!
Well, that was easy.
Oh yeah, of course, Vargo, that had nothing threaten him this entire combat. It's like, oh yeah, this was fine. Meanwhile, I'm bloodied, Jelena is bloodied, Lunan is bloodied.
Azaka would have died.
Azaka fell off the side of the tower.
Varus
can't
is probably going to come back to the group and ask, wait,
Those
where's
were
our guide?
those were 9 Pterafolk on the top, correct?
Yes.
Plus the big ones.
And the big one, yeah.
Yeah, well, there was 9 normal ones and 1 big one.
There was quite a few. Looking around, you don't actually see any more Pterafolk. But as you slowly look around, from where you are standing, you can see out across the jungle, far into the distance. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Hold on. Let me just switch to the Chult map. You are on the Firefinger, aren't you? So you can see from where you are all the way down across the canopies, far in the distance. You can make out the beginning of some mountains, a lake. You can make out the spewing of a volcano far down to the south where the peaks of flames are. You can actually see... Bear with me. You notice that there is a basin over here. As you look out, you can actually make out more of the jungle from the one side. Why don't I just put in a circle reveal? Yeah. Bearing in mind it is still night, but the flames where you are let you see out a little bit further. Yeah, that
All
looks
right.
about good. Okay. Right. Scattered bodies lie all around. It's pretty bright up here with the tower blazing, and the Pterafolk themselves, they don't carry any pouches, any belts, or any clothing. They are literally just leathery flying creatures. But as you do survey around, you do notice that underneath the big bonfire beacon, there is a brooding chamber where a couple of chests sit. Very quickly, are you going to have a look inside?
I will
Yeah.
suggest we leave it for the next session if possible.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Are
Some
you?
time to look around? Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm, find the map,
casting
scan
your eye
everything.
over, there is a dead elf on the ground where you were standing in front of the doorway, clutching a scroll, and there are 4 chests inside. The rest of the platform that you're on has nothing else of interest. Yeah. Okay. And we will pick it up next week, won't we?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool, guys. So, good job.